remember she used to go to Shannon. So I wonder what happened with them.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm live, so I don't know what happened with that. Yeah, I have no idea what happened there. So let me see where I'm at over here. Bring myself up in YouTube. Retired Beard, what's up, buddy? How you doing, Beard? Good evening. Good to see you. What's up, Joe G? You know, I went last night. I was late though, so I didn't go. But I saw you were up last night, Joe, and I was just late. I don't know. It was like 1:30 in the morning or something, and I was just going to bed. So I didn't come in. Hobo Hideaway, I saw you at the Hook. Thank you for stopping by on my channel. Sorry I missed you there. I usually check in there a couple times a day. I didn't check there until just half an hour ago today. I'm not sure why. You're doing fine. That's good. Perfect. Let me grab this just in case I need it. Um, if anybody wants to come up, please ask for the link, and I will post it in the chat. I'm still gonna get to my own chat here. Hold on. View your channel. I'll get there that way. Hobo, thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming on my panel the other day too. I take it that's Valak. Valak, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I don't know what that means. New to streaming and looking to level up? Check out Streamyard and get $10 discount. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is. Now I'm getting ads in my Streamyard. Oh, look at that. I posted it. Look, now they got me advertising for them. How the fuck did they manipulate me into that? I'm sorry about that, guys. I could delete it, I guess. What's up, William? What's up, peace and love? Good to see you, peace and love. I hope everything's well. Yeah, I don't necessarily need to do that, right? Remove. There we go. I don't know how that happened. There was a thing, a prompt down at the bottom, and I clicked on it. And the StreamYard referral went in the chat. I didn't mean to do that. They duped me. You have to if you want it, Corinne, I'll post it again. But I mean, I didn't intentionally do that. That was like I was just looking in to see what they had. Peace and love. Things are doing good here. Thank you. I appreciate you coming in. I haven't seen you in a little while. Once in a while, I see that you're live. I always go and give you a thumbs up, even if I don't speak. Terry M, what's up, Terry? Where'd my man Beard go? It's the best day possible. I saw that you said that, Beard, and I agree with you. I do. I don't have anything special to do this weekend. Not particularly. Weekends aren't particularly special, any more special than any other day of the week for me, William. You know? Oh, Beard, you noticed today, and it still is for another 2 hours and 50 minutes. It's still National Unicorn Day, but I guess they get one day a year. In fact, I laughed out loud, Beard, when I went and looked it up on the National Day calendar, which is what I do. I go see what is the national. It was National Unicorn Day. I was like, oh my, look at this. I don't know, Beard. That'll be a tough call. Yeah, Terry, don't worry about it. And don't talk about it. Okay? Oh, cool. I hope they stop by too. I did notice some people in my chat, some ladies that I modded up. I generally check out the new people in the chat, and if they look reasonable to me, I mod them. I'm not too worried. Made your day. I'm delighted, Beard. That's great. But it's not me. You understand? Like, I go off the calendar, right? I didn't do that. That was someone else's idea. Just, that's what it is. Hey, what up, sister? Good to see you. Corinna, that's the whole point. That's why everyone here is modded, so that you can sub to everybody else. Many content creators come to my place, which is kind of what I want. I mean, not that I don't mind people. I mean, I have nothing against people who have no content. That's fine. You don't have to have content on your channel. But if you do and you're looking for subs, high five, Dutchman. Then hopefully being in my place can help you, and hopefully people sub up to those who want it. That's what I'm hoping. You'll live stream someday. But do you put videos up? Let me have a look. Yeah, you got content. You've got videos and shorts. You still want subs. You have 60 subscribers. I'm one of them. If you want people to sub, just say so out loud in the chat. Say, please sub to me. Check me out. You can even post your link. Maybe I'll do that for you. Let me just go grab your link. Make it easier. Easier to get there. Here we go. There you go, Corinne. I posted your link in the chat. Maybe some people will sub up. I hope they do. Cecile, how are you? It's good to see you, Cecile. Yeah, please sub to Joe. Joe does live streams. He has a fun live stream. And he, I think, also posts content. Thank you, sister. I hope you all read the chat guidelines. If you click on more to see what I have to say about how I like my chat to be. Good, Cecil. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it. Lori Sue. Hello, Lori. Thanks for coming in. Yes, I'll post a link in the chat. If anyone would like to come up, please ask. I'm not worried either way, though. I'll sit here by myself if I have to. Just waiting for your chance. Perfect. Hey, Patty. Cheers, mate. I may actually, after this cigarette, maybe I'll go down and get myself a beer. I haven't had a beer in a while. Probably been like 3 weeks or so since I had a beer. Thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. I work hard to maintain that. It's not always easy, and it's not always the case. Sometimes dickheads come in here. You know what I mean? Sometimes. Oh, hello, Larry L. Damn. Marilyn M., good to see you. Thank you. Larry, you make it too easy, man. You make it too easy. Thank you for coming in, Larry. Good to see you at Roy's the other day. Good. I was good to see you at Roy's the other day, Larry. I'm serious. I don't know where else I see you at other than like at Roy's or at my place. I don't really see you much other places. The occasional dickhead can spice things up. I explode. I agree completely. A little bit to a degree, like maybe 1 degree. Knobhead, yeah, knobhead, dickhead, yeah, same thing. Roy Explores is cool as shit, Larry. Yeah, I've known Roy a long time. I 100% support Roy's channel. I think everybody should go check out Roy. He runs a nice live stream. He walks around San Francisco, takes the streetcars, takes the driverless taxis. Sometimes he gets, I think, on a subway too. I think, or a bus. Maybe it's a city bus. I'm thinking of the Bell End, the Mushroom Tip. Joe. That happens there, Larry. I don't know what to tell you about that, but we're not going to talk about it. You know, we don't really prefer you wouldn't mention it by name too. So I'm just gonna, without prejudice, I'm just gonna remove the comment. You're not timed out, Larry, but we're not gonna mention like other chats by name, especially if we're not saying good things about them. You know what I mean? But you know the deal over there, Larry, right? That's just the way it is. Roy takes the trolley. Yes, he does. I don't mind if you make positive comments about other chats, but don't make any negative comments about other chats, right? It makes a huge difference. Sister respects all Fruity Loopies. I've never had an issue with Sister. I've known her for a long time. No issue at all. Yeah, he could get paid. He should get paid by San Francisco. They should pay him to do that. You're right, Beard. He takes the trolley. That's correct. He hangs on the outside of the trolley like in the old Rice-A-Roni commercial. You remember the Rice-A-Roni commercial? It's a San Francisco treat. I've heard Roy described as a San Francisco treat as well. Hello, Brian. Brian Parento. Good to see you. Callie Ford just went live. I know some of you know Callie Ford. Let me see if I can grab her link right quick and bring it over here and share it. There you go. Roy Aroni is a San Francisco treat. Absolutely, Dutchman. You have to ask him that, sister. I couldn't answer that question. I couldn't answer that. But Callie Ford is live. She's great. A hiatal hernia. Yeah, no. I have never experienced one of those. I'm very sorry, Lori, if you're in discomfort. I know hernias can be very discomforting. Absolutely can. Only the beard is retired. Thank you for clearing that up, Beard. Thank you, Dutchman. William, Wandering with William live streams as well. I hope you all subbed to William. I mean, you all got wrenches. You can check out everybody's channel and go through and look at them all. And I've always say, even if you don't go to the live streams and never go to the channel, if you're subbed, it's helpful. No harm done in subbing, right? No harm at all. It doesn't mean you have to go to the live stream. It doesn't mean you have to talk. I often go to live streams and don't talk, but I'll watch, at least for a little while. Sometimes I talk. I don't always talk it. Just because I'm in someone's live stream does not always mean that I'm going to talk to them. Brian's retired his mustache, huh? Sorry to hear that, Brian. You have a world famous mustache, I might say. Well, I don't YouTube world, that is. Yeah, no harm done subbing up. Even like I said, even if you don't go to the streams and never go ever, doesn't matter. You can. I'm subbed to a lot of people whose streams I've been to once or twice, and that was months ago or even years now. But I'm still subbed to them. I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna grab myself a beer. I haven't had a beer in, I don't know, 3 weeks or a month or something. So I'm gonna just leave you all be, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. I hope everybody behaved. Hello, Relentless. Good to see you. Math Pig, how you doing? From Ireland. Thank you for coming. Cheers. Where is it? There it is. Go Yankees. I'll nurse this along for a while. Larry, you've been in the hospital. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay. Being in the hospital, it was fun. I would say it's never fun. But I don't like hospitals. You okay now? That's good, Larry. I'm delighted. She has that Green Bay up. I know. Maybe she'll put a Yankees one up. I have no idea, Joe. You might have to ask her. Because I don't know. I mean, I've never not seen the Green Bay thing hanging there. So I don't know. I have no idea. I know she has lawn flags that she puts out. She has a Yankees lawn flag she puts out in her lawn when they play. She also has a Green Bay lawn flag. So a golden doodle. That's right, Dutchman. You told me all about him. Yeah, William, I'm sure. Hello, Weldon Carey. How you doing tonight, buddy? Thanks for coming in. Well, the beer tastes good. I will say that. If anybody would care to come up on the panel, just please ask for the link and I'll post it. So let me just go look over here and have a look. Mm-hmm. Just looking at a few of the usual haunts. I often think I should maybe play some music. I used to play music at all my live streams, like all of them. But I find that if people come up, okay, well, it looks like Streamyard sent me an email. They were really happy that I posted that link. I did it by accident, but now they're sending me emails encouraging me to keep doing it and telling me what kind of benefits there are if people, if I get, they call it a referral, like as if I'm referring people to StreamYards. Not what I'm trying to do though. StreamYards isn't hard. Type it in the search bar, download the app. You could go live in literally 2 minutes. You download StreamYard, bang, you could go live right away. It don't matter how many subs you have. Now, I would say this about StreamYard. If you want a StreamYard, the laptop is better, or the desktop is better than the tablet or the phone for hosting a StreamYard panel. It can be kind of dicey on a phone or a laptop. Affiliation affirmation. 93 degrees in Phoenix. That's kind of cool for you, isn't it? It says 37 right here now. It was about, when I got up, which was about 8 in the morning, maybe 7:45, it was 31 degrees. Yeah. They're trying to get me to promote them. They want me to promote them, and they're going to give me benefits. They'll give me something if people sub up. I'm not sure what they'll give me though. I do pay $250 a year for my StreamYard package. Or maybe I think they raised that though. I think they put it up to $300 a year now for the package I get. I'm trying to lose weight, William. I don't think it's working though, but I need to lose some weight. Okay, I'll come back when I'm out here. It will be in the 90s, Larry. It's gonna get hot. Every summer it gets hot. August always sucks. Hot and humid. You had a freeze warning this morning, sister. Yep. Hello, Emmett. Thanks for coming in. So, yeah, I do, Joe. I don't eat anything before noon, but I'm not strict on the intermittent fast. That is to say, I'm only supposed to eat for 4 hours a day, but I really eat from about 2 in the afternoon, and I'll graze until I go to bed. It doesn't really work. I do try and emulate that intermittent fast thing, though. I do. I understand that you got to let the body process the food you already ate, process it through before you before you eat more. Yeah, I get it. What I need, hey, matchmaker, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Owen, it's good to see you. What I got to do is I do the Peloton every day. I do the Peloton. What I really ought to be doing is walking or maybe even swimming. Swimming, they say, is the best possible exercise to do. Matchmaker, man, it's good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming in. I'm having a beer, Matchmaker. Cheers. I've been to Asheboro. I've been around North Carolina a bit, sister, a little bit. Man, sister, but there's crows all over the United States, right? Crows everywhere you look. Now, you say that it's not a joke. There's a club that goes down, I think, once a month in the summer, and they swim across the Hudson River. That's like some kind of I don't know, I guess a lunatics club. I don't know. I don't know who joins that club, but I'm not. Drinking beer is good experience. Absolutely. Yeah. I was just saying, and I haven't actually had a beer in several weeks. And I just kind of felt like it tonight. I don't know why. Oh, and if you want to come up, I'll put my link. Anyone who wants to come up, please ask me to post a link, and I will put it in the chat. Jack Wolf went live. The Hudson, yeah, Sully landed in the Hudson River, right? Captain Sully. He was having some issues with his plane. I'm not sure what. Health food and it's vegan. Okay, Lori. Beer is vegan. Good enough. Now, Captain Sully, nobody on the plane died. In fact, I don't think anybody was hurt seriously. I think there were a couple of minor injuries. He brought the plane down perfectly, he landed on the water, and the passengers walked out on the wing and stood on the wing and waited to get rescued. That was an amazing thing. Matchmaker, that was amazing. You wish, anytime anyone had a problem with an airplane, that's the way it ended. Right? But that ain't the case, though. So good for my hair? The beer? Okay. If you say so. Sister, I don't really know. Going to Spain at the end of April. Jack, of course, is live. Some of you go and watch Jack Wolf, I know. And I know he's live right now. I saw his notice go by. Let me look for it. There it is. Jack Wolf. Where the heck is he? He is in Willie's. So he's probably on the Willie's cam also. I think Willie's is up. Let me see. Yeah, Willie's is up, and there's Jack sitting right there. So you can find him at Willie T's in both places. No surprise there, right? Body on tap. Was that beer? You're supposed to shampoo your hair with beer, sister? Is that what it is? A Guinness is a Guinness, right? I can never have more than one Guinness, right? That's the most, and that's a struggle too. It is anymore. I never wanted to. After I drank a Guinness, I never wanted. I never ever in my life have I thought, oh, let me get another Guinness. One is enough. Jack Wolf. You type that in the YouTube search bar, you'll find him, Matchmaker. He's playing guitar over at Willie T's. He has his own live stream. He's also, of course, on the Willie T's live stream. Hey, Melody, how you doing? Good to see you, Melody. Beer tasting good. They're open. They did close for a while, Matchmaker. They had no chat there for a while. And I think no cam either. I think the whole thing was down. But they're back now. They're live every day. And you can chat there. Good Willie's right now, Matchmaker. I'll say hello to you in there. Marketplace Boutique. Hello and thank you for coming. Full Sand Off Road. Man, thank you for coming. I checked out you the other day. Sorry you missed that. That looked like a pretty cool ride. Hello, TR. I hope you all are doing well. I'm looking for you to turn up in Willie's, Matchmaker, but you don't have to. It's fine. Absolutely no worries. Nah, you're good. Okay. So, Full Sand Off Road has a channel with content on it. I'm sure he'd appreciate some subs. Please take the time while you're here to check out everybody's channel and sub up. The subs are always helpful. Even if you don't go to the live stream and don't watch the videos, there is no harm done in subbing. You could just sub. You don't even have to do anything beyond that. Although, I mean, I'm saying that, I mean, it's nice if you do, but you don't have to feel obliged. Just because you sub to someone. Your body and shine. Smell like drunk kids who like lemonade. There you go. Lori Sue, I'm going to post that. Even though the typo, I see the typo. It's all good. Matchmaker, we'll see you later. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming, Matchmaker. I know it's a little late over there. Not that late, though, but 2 a.m, I guess. It never occurred to me that I should put beer in my hair. But now a couple of you have said so maybe I'll try it one day. Maybe I'll get Wheat to try. Where is Wheat? Yeah, I could ask him. Sister, Matchmaker sometimes has like audio issues. I'm not sure what all that is. I'm really not. I wish he didn't. Hello, Tanja. You don't go out in public like that, right? Good move, Full Send. I'll be back in a minute. I see you caught the attention of the North Carolina State Police. Please don't drink and drive. Listen to the police. They know what they're talking about. Sister, you gonna duck and cover? Are they looking for you? Do you have an outstanding warrant in North Carolina, sister? You only drink when you stop. Don't drink while you're driving. I used to say my whole life, and I've told this advice to my kids too. Don't break two laws at the same time, right? That is to say, if you have weed in your car, don't be speeding and running stop signs and get pulled over for that and then busted for the weed, because that's like ridiculous. Don't break two laws at the same. You'll get in trouble. They'll stop you, for running the stop sign, and bust you for the other stuff. Driving around with a bong in your car, not a good idea either. Taking a Waymo car, yeah, Waymo. I don't know, Dutchman. I say this because nobody really knows, but as of now, I don't think I would ever purposely get in a driverless vehicle and let them take me somewhere. Right? I wouldn't do that. Pardon me while I blow my nose. Excuse me. I do not want a driverless vehicle. I don't want to be in it. I don't even want to be on the road with a driverless vehicle. You'd be a very good alcoholic. There you go. Not something to aspire to, full send. I was just telling them, this is like the first beer I've had in like 3 weeks or something. Last time I had a beer, and then it was just one of these anyway. Nice to have a beer. Driverless, yeah. I'm the person who, if I'm in the car, I want to be driving. I don't even make a good passenger when there's like someone else driving. You know what I mean? If I'm in the car, I want to be driving. I don't want to be in a car, someone else driving, and what am I going to do? Go to sleep? No, that ain't happening. And driverless is just, in my mind, it's like, now Roy points out the drivers are subject to human error, and of course he's right. But isn't driverless and AI, isn't that subject to technical failure and other bullshit? I don't know. He does point out correctly that you eliminate human error, but you don't eliminate technical issues and glitches. I don't want to be in a driverless car. Point blank, period. I'm going to post that, Tanya. That's kind of the way I feel. Like, end of story, That's absolutely the way I feel. Booping. Melody, I don't even know what booping is. You mean pulled over on the side of the road having sex in the car? I don't know what booping is. You have to tell me. Beer for your horse, sister. Leo Robustelli, what's up, buddy? If you want to come up, man, I'll post a link. I'll post a link anytime. Anybody just ask. Footloose, says Melody. Footloose. Digital fart related crime. I'm very sorry to hear that, Beard. Where are we going with this AI stuff anyway, right? Wouldn't it be good if we had scent glands on the computer, and I could send the scent through to other people. Think about that. I don't know. It's a little bit like yeah, like scratch and sniff, right? AI is freaking weird, says sister. Now that's rich with irony. But anyway, we'll let that go. hmm I'm going to post that, Tanja. Tanja's recognizing Beard's wit and humor with a trophy. 3 cheers for Beard. Hip hip hooray. And so on. I don't know. What did I say? What did I say? I guess I wonder what I didn't say. Probably better, right? Probably a shorter list. What I didn't say versus what I did say, right? RB. Oh, you know what? I saw you refer to RB or someone, and I was like, RB. You know what? I didn't realize it was retired Beard. Now I get it. Hello, Jody. Good to see you. The trophy's where you keep the belly button lint. You have that cup, that trophy. You're supposed to collect the belly button lint in there. I think that's what it is. Now, Jody, thank you for coming. And forgive me for asking, but are you Marketplace? I believe her name is Jody. Also, I'm just wondering, are you Marketplace on a different account? Not that it matters. I'm just wondering. Um, please make sure that and sub to anyone you're not sub to. Tinkerbell. Hello, Tinkerbell. How are you? Thank you for coming. Yes, your marketplace. Okay, I thought so. That in the back of my mind, I thought, wait a minute, isn't this marketplace? And yes, thank you. Please make sure you sub to both channels, Marketplace and Jody. We'll make short work of this 25. Thank you for that, Jody. I appreciate it. Beard, my appearance has changed, right? Yeah. You could eat a sub. Yeah. We would go down. I go down here about go to the corner. I wouldn't get a sandwich at the place on the corner, but I'd go up the street about a block and get a sandwich. Um, I would. I'd go down there by that deli. Hello, Gina. Gina, thank you for coming in. It's good to see you. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope everything in Wales is treating you well. Men of Harlech and all that. My cousin, my English cousin, sings a pretty nasty version of Men of Harlech. Brian, thank you for going to Cali Fords, Brian. I appreciate it. I'm really glad that you went over there and said hello. I did post your link here. I was hoping someone would go. She's a nice lady. He does something about, Wales was made for tanks to train in and all that. He's got the words all like that, right? Anyway, what do you expect from the English, Gina? On that note, I do believe that on the 23rd of this month, my mother's sister from England, she lives in Crondall, will be coming for a 2-week visit here in the United States. Some of you may remember about a year ago, I went out to England for, I don't know, a week, and I visited my mother's sister. She's doing better. She had, and I want to say, pancreatitis, and it fucked her up good. How's my ears? My ears are fine. Are you asking, are they burning? I don't know. I don't pay attention to that shit. But yeah. Hey, Cece. What's up, Cece? Yes, it's great news, Gina. I'm absolutely excited. We were afraid that she wouldn't make. In fact, like 6 months before my visit, we were getting ready to planning to hope we didn't have to go to a funeral. She recovered splendidly. And now she's going to travel and she's going to come and visit her sister, my mother, here for a couple of weeks. And quite honestly, it'll probably be her last visit to the United States. I think she's 85. But it might not be my last visit to see her in England. I was very close with my mother's sister growing up. I spent a lot of time in England at her house and with my cousins, like a lot, like 4 or 5 weeks of summer for several years, on the Isle of Wight mostly, but also up in London. They had the house on the Thornhill Road in Islington. Two blocks from the Hope and Anchor, where we used to go once in a while. Would always get in trouble. Not me, but my cousin. Like, he would always get in trouble. Big mouth, says whatever to whoever. Next thing there's people want to fight. I'm like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? You don't go to the bar to fight with people. But, some people do. Who knows? The world's full of all kind of people, right? Today is Unicorn Day, sister. It absolutely is. It'll be over in about 2 hours. It's National Unicorn Day. Rhinos are just fat unicorns. Brian, I'm posting that. Very good observation. I suppose. You go to the bar to fight. Okay, Beard. I'm sorry to hear that. That's how it always goes down. Marilyn, thanks for coming back. I saw you over there. I went to Jack Wolf's. I promoted Jack Wolf. I asked people here to go check him out. I did, but not since you last saw me. I cut my hair maybe 3 weeks ago now. Probably right in the middle of March, or maybe a month ago, I cut my hair. The video is posted on my channel if you have any interest at all in watching it. You've been up on my panel the other day. I had short hair then. Narwhals are adorable. A narwhal could have a 12-foot ivory tusk. And not only that, but it's fucking spiral. Like, isn't it? Maybe not spiral, but it's undulating in size. Like, thank you, Jody. I appreciate it. I usually go to the barber once a year in the spring. I go to the barber like once a year. So I think I have 3 haircuts posted on my channel that I live streamed. Joe, I look like a cute gummy bear. I'm going to remember that. They usually, or they spiral, or they look, they're like, yeah. They're not smooth. Let's just say that, right? There are narwhals in the northern waters off of Alaska, and probably up off of Norway, probably as well. They probably got them around Iceland and Greenland. Narwhals. Okay. So that was my beer for the night. Probably won't have another beer for a few weeks. Hide current comment. That's a good plan. I'll be back in a minute. Uh-huh. I hope everybody's behaving. Kind of. Let's see. We're on the wrong earth. Hey, Beard. $21 SC. What's up, 21? Okay, 21. Yeah, I'm a union iron worker. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate the endorsement. I appreciate you stopping by, 21. 21 SC has a channel. I hope you all sub to him. He listens to the CB radio on his channel. He's got a live stream. He's got people to go, plenty of people to go. I hope you all will sub up to 21 SC. He's been a friend of mine for a while. I don't generally spend time much. I've been and said hello and give him thumbs up, but I'm not really in there much talking. It doesn't mean I don't support him. I can't go everywhere and be everywhere. But 21 SC, thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Some of you probably know 21. I'm pretty sure Jody probably knows 21. I hope you'll all sub up and check out his live stream. Madness. How you doing, Trisha? Good to see you. I want you to post your link. Trisha, please. Post your link so that people can sub to you. I understand you're trying to raise money for a trip to Australia. If you want to come up, I mean, anyone's welcome on my panel at any time. Just ask me for the link, and I'll post it in the chat. Sorry for what, sister? Maybe I shouldn't ask. Maybe I shouldn't ask. Teriyaki chicken and rice is always good. It always sounds good to me. Oh, shit, Gal Pal's here. Hello, Gal Pal. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. 21, I hope some of these folks sub to you. I absolutely encourage you all to support each other. And even if you don't go to the live stream, sub up anyway. It's good. The being subbed helps. Oh, I see what it is. It's getting hot. Oh, shit. I think one of the fans in my other laptop is glitching, like not working properly because they want to shut down. Oh, well. I need to get one of those cooling pads that people keep their computers on. Or take my computer to Best Buy and ask them to fix it, right? Because they'll do that there, won't they? CC, thank you. Call, sister. Cooling pad works, right, Madness? Madness is Trisha. In case you don't know. I hope you will all sub to Madness. Sub up to her. Check out her live stream. If I'm not mistaken, she may have a live stream up as we speak. I kind of think she might. Mary Burney. Good to see you, Mary. Thanks for coming in. William Bevilacqua. It's a familiar name, Bevilacqua. Let me check out your channel. I'm not sure where I'm familiar with that name, Bevilacqua, from. April 6, 2025. Wow, the channel's 3 days old. And of course, there are no subs and no content. Okay, William. Got it. Are you new to YouTube, William? Have you been in YouTube for 3 days, or is this just a new channel you made? And if so, do we know you by another name? Mm-hmm. Are you off full send? Thanks for coming by. Hey, T, how are you? You're going to go now. Thanks for coming up, getting up early. Off on some other four-wheeler adventure, I hope. Oh, you still... I don't know what your plans are, but I hope, you have something good planned. Good, T. I hope you're feeling better. I know you weren't well recently. I do hope you're feeling better. What's up, Beard? Once again, if anybody would care for the link, mm-hmm. I'm gonna go check out Jack Wolf's stream again. Yep, there he is. You got to go. Okay, 21SC. We'll talk to you another time. Thank you. Does he? I'll put the link in. Did I miss it? Here we go. One link. I believe we're getting a Caped Crusader. Is that right? Twit, are you leaving? Sorry to see you go, Twit. Thanks for coming by. I always appreciate your visits, Twit. Look, I got about fucking 34 notifications now. I don't even want to look at them all. Hello, Cleo. Thanks for coming in. You didn't answer my question, William Bevilacqua. Have you only been in YouTube for 3 days? Serious question. And if not, then what was your name before? And of course, mainly, how did you know to come here if you've only been in YouTube for 3 days? Just kind of curious. But I do appreciate you being here. Absolutely. Hot dogs for Brian. Brian, I hope you put relish and not fucking mustard. I mean, I don't know. Mustard if you want. I don't put mustard on I don't put ketchup on anything. I don't even put ketchup on my meatloaf. But yeah. You Googled live channels from New York. I think I might have known someone named Bevilacqua. Like in my past. I think that's why the name is familiar. But my first question was, have you only been in YouTube for 3 days? That was my first question. What is Pastor here? Did I miss him? I didn't see Pastor come in. Maybe he's here and I missed him. If so, sorry. Philly Archdiocese. I'm not even sure what that means. Of course, you're talking about the Catholic establishment in Philadelphia, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah, pastor's not here. I haven't seen him. Don't let my meat loaf. Yeah, there you go. Got it, 21. Your channel says the 6th of April, and today's the 9th. McDonald's mustard. Okay, madness. I don't use mustard as I don't use ketchup, but I do use relish and onions. Grey Poupon. I've had Grey Poupon. Desert Duster. What's up, buddy? How you doing, Desert Duster? Well, I do appreciate you being here, William. I'm doing great. Grey Poupon better than brown poo poo. Probably. Probably, Gurf. What's up, Good in the Woods? How you doing, buddy? Ain't much going on. We're just chilling over here. I already drank my beer, so it's Simple Happy Life here too. I might have missed Simple Happy Life. Hello, and thank you for coming. It's good to see you. I did post a link. I don't know if Beard was going to come up or not, but he's more than welcome, as is any of you. What about you, William Bevilacqua? You want to come up and sit up here and say hello? We'll get to know you a little better. Gurf, thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Soon. Okay. I'm always very cautious about people with brand new accounts, William. I mean, especially, when they show up. I got Valak back here. What's up, Valak? You ready?
Sorry.
Oh, I don't know, Griff. I had no issues last night at all. Not a single one. Actually, had a lot of fun. House across the street, yeah, they want $5.99 for that. That's fine, Desert Duster. You come and go as you please. No issues whatsoever. You don't got to prove nothing, William. Just be cool. That's all. Yeah, the house across the street's for sale for $5.99. Some of you are familiar with it. It'll be the white one. Mr. Beard.
Hey, Dougie
Beard.
Doug.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Good.
Doing good enough. I had to take an anti-nausea pill, but
Anti-nausea pill.
yeah, I ate food outside of the house.
Is that
It's
an
always
issue?
prepared
That you eat food
shittily.
outside the house? Yeah.
Yeah. Can't really have sugar or dairy or greasy or fried food, so.
I try and avoid the fast food places. I do eat food outside the house, though. I don't eat much fast food, though. Very little.
Oh, let's get.
Valak, how are you tonight? Okay, Valak can be quiet. No worries.
Oh,
Or-
good. I was looking at something.
Okay.
Hey, Tanya.
There you go. Galpa, you said the houses across the street cost $800,000.
Oh, wow.
Down by Galpal, I guess. Yeah, she says they've done a lot of development down there, and they're building houses, brand new houses, but they're selling for like $800,000. There you go, Gurf.
When Garth wants a treat a lady, he takes her inside McDonald's instead of the drive-thru.
Inside instead of the drive-thru. Yeah, there you go.
That's how you impress a lady.
Yeah, man, it's that white house that sits across the street from me. It's a two-family, right? It's rented out. Whatever the rent, they want $599,000 for that house. And if you look at it, and you give it, look at it, you think, man, if you're in Oklahoma, that house would be selling for like $49,000.
Yeah.
Maybe, $69,000 or something like that. They want $599,000 for it. The one right across the street from me, it's actually the white one that you see on my porch stream all the time.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
What is that?
Housing prices
What?
are amazing.
No.
Amazingly high. But no worries. Okay, there we go. That's better. Yeah, of course you can. 21, you want the link? Here's the link.
Come up.
You don't have to be behind you don't have to show your face on my panel. I don't have any requirement like that. You want to stay behind your avatar, that's fine. But 21, I'm not worried about you. I'll tell you what though. If you want to come up, wait a minute before you come up. Let me excuse myself for a moment. Valak, you're the boss.
Huh? What?
Oh, hi, Valak. Sorry, not greeting.
Hi.
That's a little better, I guess. We're all Avatar now. We have become the Avatar. I'm smoking a cigarette myself. So. You could we could look at it, the Sonic cup instead. That's at least something to look at.
Hello.
How you doing, buddy?
Hey, 21.
How y'all doing,
Oh,
man?
Frenchie. I got Frenchie in the chat. What's up?
Yes, sir.
21. Thank you for coming.
Oh, let me get this thing cut off. Hang on.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Hold on. I'm gonna cut this.
Okay, William Bevilacqua.
Oh, yeah.
You need to
Damn.
make sure that you read and understand my chat guidelines.
Is
Click
that
on
better?
more down at the bottom, and you'll see that we want to keep the chat pleasant.
Yes.
And there's more guidelines than that, but basically, we want to keep it pleasant.
Is this working?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, I cut the thing off. Okay. It was
I
echoing.
can hear you.
It was echoing.
That's what you mean.
Yes, sir. What's that retired bid guy doing over there? He's got that Sonic.
I don't know. He's drinking a Sonic soda,
Oh,
isn't he?
that's a smoothie or what? What is that?
That's just one of the mini drinks.
That
A
could be
mini-
rum and
poured it.
coke for all I know in there. I have no idea.
A mini
It says
drink.
Coke.
Coke. Okay. Let me ask you, who is that Moon Sam?
That's Valak.
Oh, where they
I
at?
don't know if you know
They
Valak.
They there?
Valak is a young man with special needs.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Hello, Aaron. Thank you for coming, Aaron. It's good to see you. I'm delighted you came in, Aaron. Thank you.
Hey,
Um,
Look
21.
at this
Here,
guy.
here.
You're a monster over there, man. It's scaring me over there. No, I'm just kidding.
William, I made you a standard mod like everybody else, but you need to read my chat guidelines.
Retired beard, or what are you?
Let me give you the
retired?
screen, 21. What are we looking at? I see myself on there, don't I? Yeah.
There's my. I don't know what that is. I got to redo that.
Okay.
But can I have that for right now?
What, you want it back? Like this?
No, the other one.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. Can I have that for right now?
Yeah, you're fine. You can leave it up whatever you want.
I'm just learning. Look
Hello,
at
Gal.
that. I'm
Gal
giggling.
Pal. Welcome,
giggling.
welcome.
I'm going to have to change my diaper now. Jesus.
Hey, 21.
Yeah.
Why she call herself the giggler?
I don't know. We won't tell anybody that.
Hello. Hey, what's up,
Giggler.
Beard?
Hey, Gal Pal.
Doug.
I want to make some wind chimes.
I
Oh,
always
you
say
know
the
what?
party don't start till Gal Pal
You
shows up.
You look that up on the YouTube search, and they'll give you lots of different options for making wind chimes.
Oh, Aaron's in here tonight. There's Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron's in the chat too.
Where's Aaron at?
Cheers, everybody. I've got water.
I
got water too.
I drank my beer. I'm back on water now.
Okay.
I'm actually drinking water here.
Oh, hey, Gur.
That Sonic thing's empty.
I worked for 147 condominiums that I took care of for 35 years. So I have a lot of different brass chrome piping, some, any length. And that's what I want to make some of the wind chimes out of. It's half inch, 3/4. Some of it's 4 foot long. Some of it's 6, 8 inches long, different lengths. Of course, I can cut it in length. And I want to make some wind chimes, out of it. Just give them away.
I've often thought of that, 21. How about if your wind chimes were like, 6, 7, 8, 9 feet long pipes.
Yeah,
And your hammer weighed 5 pounds. The hammer weighed, wouldn't that be something, right?
yeah, yeah. That would be great. I could put a.
I bet you there's a niche market for that too.
Yeah,
I could probably find them online though.
I just want to give them away.
You
I
want to give
don't-
them away? Sure.
Yeah, I don't. I don't want any. I don't want another job. I've done all I'm working. I want to do.
You said 173 condos,
170, 147
147.
condominiums that I took care of for 35 years,
That'll keep you busy.
all over Charleston, South Carolina, for this company. And I had to deal with all those people, and
I'm sure everybody was perfect too.
Yeah, good God, man. But
Well,
I'm just,
customer
I don't
service
want,
is
and somebody said, hey, you got to monetize. You got to monetize your channel. I said, nah, I don't need another job right now,
Yeah, no. You know what? 21. I'm not going to monetize my
No.
channel ever. A few things. Mainly, I don't want to work for YouTube.
No.
Not only that, I don't ever want to ask anybody for money.
Yeah.
Ever.
I don't want
I'm
to
not
beg
gonna be
anybody. It's like, can you go to Patreon, or can you do a super chat? I just feel cheap. I feel cheap. I don't need it. You know what I mean?
I do like
It's a
the
hobby.
idea of making some merchandise, though.
It's a hobby. That's
But I
it.
would. It's a hobby. Exactly
Uh-huh.
right. It's a
Yeah.
hobby.
Yeah.
I went on
Not a
Doug's
job.
panel and I only got this T-shirt, something like that.
I would like to make T-shirts and send them to people, but I would
Yeah.
never ask money for them.
That's what I do. Wayne Custom Screen Printing makes mine. He helped me design part of my T-shirts, and Jerry out of Detroit, Michigan, designed the radio logo on the back out of a radio that I had sent him a picture of, and he designed it. I sent it to Wayne, and he reproduced it and put it on the back, and then he helped me design a small one for the front. And I really appreciate him doing that. So no, I give my T-shirts away. He'll make them for me, and I give them away. I don't think I've ever sold but maybe 2 or 3 of them, because I was at a CB break and somebody wanted to buy them. I said, okay, and I only give them, charge them for what they cost me. I think it was like $18 or something like that. That's it, and it's a nice T-shirt. It's a Gildan. My wife likes it, and she has one, and she wears it all the time, to hang around the house,
Sure. Yeah.
So, but anyway, I'm getting ready to have a big giveaway pretty soon, if I can get to 4K, and I'm not really trying to push it, but it's just a goal I thought I'd like to get, and
Sure.
I'm going to be giving away a
Even
friend of
4,000
mine.
subs, that's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, a friend of mine, he makes amplifiers for radios, and he's going to build one and donate it. And another guy has a CNC machine, and he's designed the metal frame for it and logo and the name and everything. And then another friend has got a vintage CB radio that he's going to donate. And then I'm going to give away T-shirts and also stickers, or like some of them out there in the West like to call them deck owls. I don't know. I call them decals, but I call them stickers. They call them deck owls.
I would say decal, but of course, I live in the Northeast.
They call them deck owls. I don't know what that is, but anyway.
That's
But
just
anyway,
an
that's
I think of decal and sticker kind of different.
yeah. But that's what I want to do, and give it away on the shout out wheel. We're going to have 4 of them one night. Everybody that's even won before can get in there. So that's what I'm planning on doing. It'll be fun.
My idea was this: make up like 10 or 20 T-shirts, get Wayne to make them.
Yeah.
Make them all XXL, or maybe even make them all 2XL.
Yeah.
And then just give them away.
Yeah.
That was
That
my
way
idea.
anybody can wear them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they might shrink a little bit anyway. But
They always shrink a little bit.
those Gildans, they don't shrink that much. I'll tell you, they're pretty good. Now I've got some I bought from Sticker Mule. Sticker Mule made me some T-shirts, and I had a 2XL, and I washed it one time. And my wife got a hold of it, and I don't like them washed, but she got a hold of it anyway, and now it's like an extra large. So anyway,
So I just posted Zed's link, and just a minute ago I posted Joe G's link. They've both gone live.
Yeah.
Zed and Joe G have both been up on my panel several times. So I went ahead and put their links in there.
Well, what happened to the other guy? Was it Moondrop? There was another guy.
This is him. That's the same guy. It's
Valid. Okay. And the
Valid.
I'm just going through my photos.
Hello there, Moondrop.
What's up?
What's up, SA? Thank you for coming. Good morning. Gal pal? We got SA in the chat.
Good morning.
She's ignoring me now.
No, I'm not.
You're not? Okay.
Not ignoring you at all.
Okay.
I gotta sit so weird with all my flex here. There we go.
Are you hard to breathe? Are you hard to breathe in that? Are you okay? Or I mean, you got like a COVID or something, or what's going on? No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. I'm just kidding.
I actually was walking there for a second, and it's actually really easy to breathe in this one.
What is that?
Some of them it's so hard to breathe in.
What's that vapor thing over there? What's going on with that?
Oh, the vapor distilled water.
Oh, okay.
Distilled water?
Yeah.
You drink
Basically, it's just like water vapor distilled.
I got it.
Yeah. In the future, all water is going to be vapor distilled, so I might as well get used to it.
Like a humidifier, right? Like a humidifier.
Yeah. In the future, all water will be. That'll be the only way we'll be able to drink water. So
really,
better get used to it now. Our groundwater is getting polluted. So is our rainwater. I mean,
one day water is going to be more expensive than anything else in the world. I already predicted that years and years ago. I was going to go into the business of selling water filters, but nobody wanted to buy them. And I was a plumber and a pipe fitter, and I said, "Well, I go install people's water filters," but they didn't want to do it. Now everybody wants to do it.
Yeah, but you know what? The microplastics still get through the water filters, right?
Yeah. Well, at least something.
You can't make a filter small enough to filter the microplastics out.
Even osmosis.
Mm-hmm.
How about if you boil it?
Now you've just got boiled microplastics. I don't know. I don't know what to do about microplastics.
I think we have to deal with the microplastics, and our bodies will evolve to process it. We just kind of have to deal with it for now. And then like 60 years,
process microplastics, right?
At least our bodies, yeah.
Something like that.
I grew up on cast iron, lead, caulking joints, and copper tubing, copper pipe, sweating copper pipe with 50-50 solder. And then they said, no, go ahead and go to 95.5. And then they went to the one without any lead in it, but I tell you what, the copper pipe, now they're saying, we should have stayed with that, because this plastic pipe, man, hey, it's not that good. I'm going to tell you. You got it.
Jody, you can't get away from them. The
they're in the
filtered water.
They're in all
plastic. The water. Microplastics in all the water.
I've said one of the best investments you could do is buy like an underground aquifer, an underground spring.
Yeah.
Like that's better than silver or gold, even. Like
probably in the future it might be.
Yeah. There was a couple of springs.
Out west, we had a well on our property. It was 138 feet deep. And that was clean water.
Yeah.
That was clean water.
A clean source of water will be.
However, it was heavy in minerals, and you got the white buildup on your faucet.
Oh, yeah. Calcium.
The minerals don't bother me.
No.
I'd rather have the minerals than the microplastics.
Yeah.
Where I live now, I don't think I could drill a well. I don't know.
There's a
Can't
couple of
process it.
wells around here that's out in the country that people go and fill up their containers and bring them home, and they use them for a lot of aquariums. They're good for aquariums, but they're spring water, and people, that they believe in them, and if somebody could buy that property and have that for their own water, that'd be great. But I
One of
don't
the
know.
warlords in Mad Max, he owns a water source. I mean,
Yeah.
water is an infinitely useful. I learned it from astronaut training. Just
Oh
how
yeah.
useful water, and we drink vapor distilled, urine distilled water, that sort of thing. Ugh.
You drank some urine distilled water.
Yeah, it just tastes the same. It's like it's water, but it doesn't have any minerals in it or anything.
Well, do you drink your own or someone else's? I mean, I'm just asking. No, just kidding.
It was our own that we
good.
processed through.
That's astronaut training, you said, right?
Yeah, the water tastes weird just because it doesn't have any of the minerals, nothing that you're used to. It's just pure like H2O.
No, the water tastes weird because in your head you know it's urine.
Well,
Probably.
if it was mine,
Yeah.
if it was mine, I wouldn't be complaining too much. But it was like somebody that I didn't know. Here's some urine. Go ahead and distill this, and drink this. Man, I want to drink my own, So I don't know.
The ISS, like all excess water, like what they spit out with their toothpaste, their urine, and all that, it's just cycled back into water.
Is that what they do in the outer space, like in the space lab?
Let me say thank you to SA for coming in, and I hope you have a good day at school, SA.
They produce all the water there on the lab. They can't produce food yet, but they produce all the water there.
How do they pee up there? They have like a catheter or something, or
you have this little like suction cup, like catheter, I guess you'd say, and you like put it on you, and then you, yeah.
Do they have like a extra large one that I could get? I'm just kidding. But anyway,
it does. It's like made of a rubber that kind of moves based on size. I mean,
good.
That's actually one of the things that would disqualify you from being an astronaut, but.
Oh, it disqualified you if you was, okay.
Well, too well endowed, yeah, because you're in zero gravity. I mean,
yeah.
It could get in the way. I mean, it really could.
Yeah.
I mean,
Doogie, don't kick me off.
You're trying to. There's some emergency. You've gone to the bathroom, and you actually,
Don't you use a vacuum in space when you pee? Don't you like?
Yeah.
Have a thing that sucks it up, right?
Yeah, that little like suction thing. Yeah.
You just hook it up and just not have to go to the bathroom and just kind of like enjoy it,
And then like for number 2, you have like this bag situation, and then you.
Hey, gal pal, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
In the ISS tour, I noticed that they did not show the part where they put the bags of poop. I noticed they did not do that.
What's that? Aaron said, I don't want to hit anybody in the eye.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It with the vacuum suction thing, yeah. We used it. It's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like, it's gonna rip everything off. Like
a P Floby. Yeah, I used to get this guy. He had a Floby hair cutter thing, and he used to say, "Hey man, come on over here and let me cut your hair," And he'd put that thing up on there like a vacuum cleaner, and it would do pretty good. I mean, it wasn't,
It was a Ryobi hand tool.
No, Floby.
Ryobi hand tool.
And it would pull your hair up in there and cut it off, and then you had another thing you put on the side to cut smaller or something. I don't know, but he would do it, and
Oh yeah, Garth. There's an incident in what was it, the 3rd moon mission? They had a turd fight on the way to the moon.
Oh, what?
On the way to the moon, on the 3rd moon mission, they had a turd fight.
A turd fight?
Yeah, they opened one of the bags of poo and were throwing poo at each other.
Geez.
Why would they do that?
They were bored on the way to the moon. It takes like 6 days, and they're a bunch of Air Force like brat, like sort of guys. They're just like guys, and Capcom is desperately trying to get them to not do it.
Now, I think the moon is 250,000 miles away, more or less, right? 250,000 miles to get to the moon, right?
Yeah.
What if they had diarrhea? What would happen? I don't know.
They talked about it too. Because one of the bags they cut open was that way, and they're like, "Oh no, it's awful. It's awful."
What I did learn, Beard, though, and I forgot who it was, but hadn't been to the moon yet. They were still going up and orbiting
3
the
days.
Earth. It was very early on. They were only going in space for like an hour or 15 minutes and coming back. And one of them had to pee. I forgot which one. And they had made no accommodation whatsoever to accommodate that, in the flight. And so they told him, they said, just let it go. Just go ahead and pee on yourself. And then all the lights were flashing, and because everything got wet, and they weren't sure they would make it back, right?
That was John Glenn, I believe.
It might have been John Glenn. I don't remember who it was, but they hadn't gone to the moon yet. They were still in the early stages of orbiting and shit.
Because I know during the first manned mission that we did, they didn't account for that. And as soon as he got in there, he had to pee. Well, it takes 2 hours, so they just told him to pee on himself. That's when they started putting the diapers on.
Then they started wearing diapers after that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gurf said, I thought turds came from Uranus. That's another planet out there, isn't it?
I think Gurf's being witty.
The most...
Sit down there. You guys are killing me. Can you change the subject?
When they...
I'll change the subject.
You said
I was going to spread a cool moon back, but...
Tanja said, what urinating on yourself? Damn it. But anyway.
I have one more thing. I'll stop after it. I promise. That most famous moon picture you've ever seen of Neil Armstrong, where he's on the moon, he's peeing in a diaper in that picture.
No shit.
He just got out of the pod and everything with him. He didn't want to use around Buzz Aldrin. It was, it was a little, they're comfortable with that, but they just didn't. So as soon as he did it,
one small step for man.
Could you tell?
One big step towards the urinal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did his pants get bigger or something, or what? I mean, how'd you know?
They had a special diaper and everything. So.
Oh, Jesus.
They had their diapers on and everything. I mean, they were trained to change diapers on each other and everything.
Let me ask
if they had to.
A question, Beard.
I would not change the diaper on one of my friends.
Oh.
You participated in the astronaut training program. In what capacity did you participate?
I did the astronaut training program.
But why, though?
Did you get in that damn thing where they sling you around?
Towards the
huge thing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Towards the goal of piloting
I'd have thrown up
you were thinking you wanted to be an astronaut. I got it.
Yeah, with the goal towards
don't most of them come out of the Air Force? Most astronauts?
Yeah. They can train you in school, though, before with the just basically space shuttle thing. Like, pilots and stuff would have to be Air Force, but...
Okay. Hey, Doogie.
You have to do college and everything, too. I mean...
Dutchman said Armstrong kneeled to take a dump. and then I'm a sister said no diarrhea on the moon because she's constipated.
I don't know about that. They didn't talk about that in the thing.
Have they actually proved that the moon's really made of Swiss cheese?
No.
Have they actually proved that fact?
It was not in the Air Force.
So there's moon rocks, right? They brought rocks back, and they got some of them on display in the museum down here in the city. I think the Museum of Natural History.
You're still trained in the stuff the Air Force guys are trained in, because what if everybody dies and you're the only one that can do it?
When are we going to see the back of the moon? I mean, come on.
Only one side of the moon faces the Earth. The other side, we don't get to see.
I want to see the back,
That's a horrible place to be. The people that have been back there have said it's the worst experience they could ever imagine. Really? You feel so cut off and empty away from humanity. That's what they described it as.
When they're orbiting the moon, and they pass behind it, they lose contact for like
Yeah.
5 minutes or something, right?
That's
yeah, and they
why,
said it's the worst. Like
that's
you could be
why,
stranded in the middle of the ocean and you'd feel more connected to Earth. Like
that's where all the aliens live at back there because they can't
Right.
see.
On the backside of the moon. Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
mooning him. They were mooning him the whole time, and he was
They're
really
mooning
offended.
them, you know.
Yeah, that's where the mooning came from.
Yeah.
He'd
Now
seen
we had
people
those
do that.
we had those guys around here, the Moonies, that would sell you the in the airports. Remember them?
Oh, good God.
So the Moonies, one day about 35 years ago, maybe, they had a mass wedding across the river. They're over here in Westchester, right over here. And they had, I don't know how many, several hundred couples got married. None of them knew each other.
Uh-huh.
They were all arranged marriages by the Reverend Moon. He gave them,
Damn.
like they did a lottery or something. Everyone put their names in.
That's right.
And they just picked
Oh.
names randomly. And they all got married over there, like hundreds of them, all at once.
That's how I want to meet my next wife.
How
So
did
I
that
always-
work?
I always
How that
wondered
worked
was-
out?
What I always wondered was how that worked out. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the follow-up fucking survey on that, right?
I'm like Gal Pal, you know, when I was married the first time, I must have been married by him because it didn't do too good. But this time I've been married like 41 years. So thank God I got my wife that I got now. The first one, oh my God.
I do
Holy
awful
shit.
picking. Like
Jeez.
Wait a minute.
maybe
Beard,
random chance
Beard,
is what
am
I
I
need.
wrong? Or are you an ordained minister?
Me?
What? No.
Not
Wait.
me.
What do you mean you're like Gal Pal?
Gal
I-
Pal.
I've only-
I thought you told me you was married to this guy that was working laying bricks or something one time. Was that you?
No, we never were married. We were only ever common law married from
Oh,
two
okay.
states. But that's the only time I've ever been married, and he died.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, that's not me. We were
Okay.
together almost 30 years.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
could marry somebody though.
I just made that up to find out.
we had 2 kids.
Yeah,
My son-
I just made that up to find out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
my son's
See
in
how?
Louisiana.
See how I am?
Oh, 21.
I'm
21. Do
sleeping.
you know what the leading cause of divorce is?
The leading cause of divorce. No.
Marriage.
Marriage. Okay. Okay.
Marriage
Yeah.
is the leading
Talking to the other person.
divorce is because they got married.
Yeah.
The leading cause. Lee Sung. Hello, Lee Sung. Thank you for coming.
I've never divorced anybody that I didn't marry, so
Yeah.
that checks out.
Yeah, so that works out, right? Yeah.
You don't have to like marry your friends or anything. That'd be
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, I don't understand these cultures, and I don't want to get too much into it because it can be a touchy subject. But in many parts of the world, you don't even actually get to know the person that you're
Yeah.
marrying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like this idea because I'm terrible at picking. Like
That, Trisha.
maybe I
beg
need
your pardon?
random chance to do that for me.
Random chance to work just as well.
I mean, I've been trying; it's not working. So random chance might work. I mean,
Chance of what?
this is a random. I'm randomly married to somebody.
Maybe you don't
I-
need to be married. Why do you need to be married?
I don't. Maybe it's the path forward. I don't know.
Take my
Maybe-
advice and go buy a loaf of bread and don't come back. Yeah. Yeah, but anyway.
William Bevilacqua, please make sure you read my
Right.
guidelines.
They should,
Click
okay.
on more underneath and read what I say about
Sit with this
behavior in my chat because I do have chat guidelines
Oh
and
no.
you should know them before you start, talking, right? Really.
What did he say?
Oh, he didn't say anything. He
Oh.
doesn't say anything. He's brand new and I just modded
Oh.
him. And I just want to make sure that he knows what the guidelines are. That's all.
Did you see what Gerf said?
Sometimes I see what Garth
He
says.
said,
Every
wait a
later
minute,
break
wait a
or an
minute.
egg.
Wait a minute. Let me go back and check because it was pretty good. Like, what the hell? I got to get this.
Garth is pretty witty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He says he never laid a brick or an egg.
Yeah, but he laid a lot of women. Yeah, okay.
She has to have a bandana and a beard.
There you go.
A beard and a bandana. Those are
What's up, Billy
requirements.
Bob? Doing good.
That Saber Garj Juja Goon. All take care and enjoy sleep. Okay.
Oh, I thought you did go to school.
I'd love someone else with the mask to get on here.
5 minutes ago, I think. Yeah.
SA is my knight in shining armor from Pakistan. 21.
Okay.
You should
Next
subscribe.
time-
You should subscribe to his channel, and you can see Pakistan.
Okay.
He mailed me an
Well,
outfit. He mailed me an authentic Pakistani outfit.
I don't want to joke, but I'll check it out.
Being alone's pretty cool, I'd say.
I don't
SA's
wanna-
full of shit. That guy's pretty cool.
Who?
He puts up with us. Sahir Jessa Gone. He's in the chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sahir Jessa Gone.
Tons.
We call him SA for short, 21,
Yeah.
because it's easier.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I just saw tracers. That's weird. I don't see tracers very often.
Bye, SA.
Talk
You
later,
guys
SA.
think
He's
I
a
sent you,
school
right?
teacher. He teaches elementary school in Pakistan. That's what SA does.
That's the
Okay.
guy that was in your live stream this morning. That's his
Yeah.
account.
And he live streams. He's a live streamer like us.
Simple Happy Life says he or they, I don't know, calls Sahir Mustache Man.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
Sahir has a famous mustache.
With dog, with your friend. I talked to Lynn the other day.
Hey, not for
Oh,
nothing.
that was
21,
lightning. I didn't see tracers. It was lightning.
But
Thank God
I
I'm not
do,
even asking.
I do think the women want a mustache ride. I think.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I didn't want to do it. But anyway, go ahead.
Too late. I already did. So.
Oh, damn it. Messed me up.
Nothing like the mustache ride.
I
Yeah.
have no appearance.
10 cent, man.
Wow, inflation's got the mustache ride even.
Yeah, that's like a Dollar Tree. It's going up to $1.25. Then now it's $1.50.
Oh, ours is still $1.25. Damn. I hope it doesn't do that.
You better check. Go in there and look. Some of the stuff you got to really look at it. It's got a little tag on there, and they write it little. It says $1.50 now. They've gone up. Everything's going to be $1.50 in there. What's what it say?
I bought a stuffed animal in there the other day that was $5.
Yeah, you got to watch out because the same guy owns that. It owns Family Dollar. Now, 50 Cent, the rapper, he had to change his name to 75 Cent because of Dollar Tree. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's a joke.
We were thinking the other day, what can you legitimately buy for less than $1? And I guess a postage stamp is about it.
Yeah.
You can buy like stuff from like the quarter, like those candy machines, the quarter ones. Those are still a quarter.
Everything in Dollar Tree is not that good of a deal. You got to watch out because
and I'm
some
not
of
mad, but I am going to remove that comment.
some of that canned food is not worth $1.25 or $1.50. You can get it in the store. Like I remember 303 cans for 35 cents back in 33 cents.
I need to say that sister, don't take it personally, and you have not been timed out. We just took the comment out. That's all.
Me?
Now,
Okay.
this is what I never understood. How come you can buy a can of soup for 99 cents at the dollar store when in the supermarket it shit costs $2.69?
I know.
And it's the same can of soup. How does that work?
They buy in mass bulk. You can actually order from the Dollar Tree
Somebody
online.
told me that they get the rejects.
Really?
Somebody told me
You
that
have to
Dollar
buy,
Store
if you buy online, you have to buy in orders of 50 at once. So that
You
means they
better check
order.
the date on it too now. The date.
I don't see any comments, sister. I don't see any.
A lot of
I know
that-
like beef jerky and ramen are more expensive in the Dollar Tree.
Well, I'll tell you what, beef jerky now, be honest with you, that teriyaki beef jerky thing and that strip like that they have, it's $1.25 now. If you go into like a convenience store, that daggum thing can be $3.50 for that same little piece of meat.
Yeah.
So that's where I get that. My little dog gets a multi-poo. She loves that teriyaki meat there in that strip that I get for $1.25. She really likes it. She's 16 years old, so I'm trying to hang on to her as long as I can. It's going to kill me when that happens, but
We had a little lady pass recently. Here, she was 17.
I've had so many pets die. It's amazing. I'll be 72 in July. I've had so many pets. I used to live on a farm, and my dad would go out there, and we got to kill these animals and stuff. He grew up that way. I didn't, and he didn't care. He'd go out there and kill chickens and eat them. I wouldn't eat them. And
You wouldn't eat the chicken, man.
No, I couldn't eat mine.
Anyway,
My Rhode Island Reds that laid eggs, when they died, I buried them.
I mean, they're pets and they love you. And you go up there and let me chop your damn head off. Let me wring your neck. He didn't care. He'd go out there and snatch them up and snatch them around. And then he'd tell me, hey, when you get home from school, I want you to go out there and gather some heads, And so he wanted me to go out there and wring the neck or chop the head off with an axe. So what I'd do, I couldn't do it. I'd go out there and watch for them, and I'd shoot them with a 22 in the head. And I'd wait till they kind of stopped flopping around. Then I'd cut their head off. But I couldn't eat them. And then what really killed me one time, we had this pig that I went and got. It was a baby from this guy down the road down there. It was a red pig. It was named Lucy, like Lucy Arnaz,
Lucy.
Lucy, it was red hair, and we fed that thing, and it got big and all. And one day, my dad said, "You need to load Lucy up and take him over there to Marvin's Meat Market." And that's about 30 miles away, And I said, "What's going on over there?" And he said, "Well, we're going to go ahead and let them butcher up, and we're going to get some,
Bacon.
chops and bacon and stuff like that." I said, "You got to be kidding me, man." And I tell you what, that thing that thing didn't want to get in that trailer. And I felt so sorry for him, and I wouldn't eat it. I would not eat it. I would not eat it. I just couldn't eat it. But anyway, a person, I've seen a lot of people that's demised, and that doesn't hurt me as bad. But my pets, that really, because they love me. And that's unconditional, and I just can't let it go.
Well, if an animal is your pet, then I understand not eating it.
Yeah.
But it still may fall on you to have the obligation of killing it when it gets old and sick.
I know, but bury it. I wouldn't eat it.
Yeah. If it's your pet, then I can understand not eating it.
Yeah.
But I knew a lot of people out west, when their dog got old and sick, they took it out back, shot it, and put it in the ground.
Yeah. I couldn't do
that.
Because that was it, as the pet owner, that was their responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about it like we don't eat dogs and cats when they die.
You don't eat them? Have you been to a Chinese restaurant lately? No, just kidding. But anyway.
Oh, I know the difference in meat. I've told them before, and they were not happy with me. I was like, I know what meat I'm being served. Like, you want to give me my money back? Or you want me to call the health department? And they gave me my money back. And then I called the health department.
Well, I enjoyed being up here with y'all, and especially with Giggler. And I've got to get out of here and do a few things. And,
thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for coming up.
21, thank you for coming up.
Yep. And y'all have a good night.
And let me just say this, 21. I often go over and give you a thumbs up, but don't chat at your place.
I understand. Okay. No problem. Hey, have a good one. I'll see y'all later.
You have one too. Take care.
Bye-bye.
I already do.
I've been cleaning my pipe out. I'm sorry.
I'm cleaning my vape out at the moment. That's the horse shit you have to deal with this. You still have to clean it, just like a pipe.
There are radio
sure.
guys. They listen to the radio, the shortwave radios and stuff.
21 channel is cool. We listen to the CB, right? He has a CB radio on.
On YouTube, there's whole communities that that's all their channels are radio
Yeah.
channels. So we all go in. Hi, I'm out of place. I go, they're all like, "What's your handle on the radio?" I'm like, I don't even have a CB, guys. Sorry.
There's several of those that I've seen where they talk to the International Space Station.
Yes.
That's
I've seen
really
those.
cool. I'm really impressed. That's really cool. And the fact that the space station actually takes civilian radio requests is really cool. It's got to be part of their media relations. They do a lot of media relations. It's got to be part of that.
Listen, social media is the platform of the future, right?
Yeah. They're trying to promote science. And there's tours of the ISS in every single language that's on the station. So,
What's up, Jack? If anybody wants the link, please just ask for it and I'll post it in the chat.
I watched the Russian, the German, and the American.
Beard, you're in
Oh no, Galpow's here. She's in charge.
Yeah, Trisha. Yeah, when I was younger, a lot of my friends' parents had them in the house, and CBs and their dad's trucks and stuff. We'd
I
go
don't think
down.
I've ever seen one.
We'd go down in the basement on the ham radios and get on there when we were younger. It would be cool. So YouTube's just another, a more modern way to do it, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Basically doing what they did. I mean,
What's up, Jack?
what's up, Jack?
We're supposed to get rain again for 3 days.
Oh, it's always fun. What the hell? What the hell? Sorry. What the hell? Okay. I think I'm good now. Somebody sent me a wild image.
So, Aaron, I hope you've been well. It's been a long time since we talked. I hope you've been well. And thank you so much for coming. I hope Len knows he's welcome here.
Home cooking is always the best. Home cooking is the only. The food sucks when you go out nowadays and it's expensive. You're basically getting punished when you go out to eat for not being able to cook. It didn't used to be like that.
I'm not a big fan of eating out very much, although we do go out and eat more often than I think we need to. But thank you. I'm glad you're doing all right, Aaron. That's great.
Wow, that's upside down. Oh.
What do you got? Your spacesuit? What is that?
I got some enamel pins the other day. A Wendigo and yeah. Legalize eating ass. My mom saw that. I was horrified.
Anybody have Joanne's fabric by him?
Joanne.
Joanne.
You still?
Yeah, I think so.
See if yours is going out of business.
No idea.
Ours went out of business 6 years ago. 5
Okay.
years ago.
Yeah, they must be in their final phase. Okay, so look, if you have one by you and it's going out of business, if you got to get toys for your kids for Christmas or grandchildren, check it out. I didn't know they had so many toys and like Play-Doh's considered crafting, I guess, and those like plates, kitchen items for your little girls and stuff. Are they all going out of business? Yeah, okay. So
We got a store I've never heard of here.
we went in there yesterday to look for something else, but then we were like, holy crap. Most of the stuff's already up to like 50 and 60% off. They have a whole toy section back there that's packed, and they have boxes stacked up that they have to bring out from the back and stuff to unload. That's probably because they have other stores that are like closing and bringing more stuff to other stores.
I'm familiar with that store you mentioned, Joanne.
Yeah,
I don't know if they still have one here or not, but I'm certainly familiar with it.
Yeah, the cloth is like 60% off, and it's a limit of 2, whatever they're called,
built
a day.
Yeah.
So you can go in there. I mean, that's how, because it's discounted so much. They're trying to keep one person from hogging it all.
I'll just keep on putting on different outfits till it stops working.
Nobody's onto the fact that
Listen, wait a minute. Hold on. Sorry. Go ahead.
But I'm like, yeah, we were like, somebody should be in here making bank on Christmas stuff for practically nothing. Those big 50-piece kitchen things with the little cans and fake boxes of all your non-perishable goods for your kitchen, they were like $5. They're normally like $20-$30. That big giant Play-Doh sets in there that instead of being like $30, they were $5.
Oh, damn.
So the supermarket out west years ago had a very good deal on Pepsi. I don't remember what it was, but a case was like, I don't know, $3 or $4. It was just, whatever it was very cheap. Limit of 1. Right? So
hey, Callie Ford.
I went in and bought my 1 case of Pepsi. An hour and a half later, I went back and bought my 1 case of Pepsi. 2 hours after that, I went back. I bought my 1 case of Pepsi. Right? Hey,
Mark.
Terry M. Cloud Kicker. Hey, what's up, Cloud Kicker? Hey, Callie Ford. Thank you.
Once you leave the store and come back in, you're a new customer. So,
Callie Ford. I posted your link in my stream earlier. Brian, I saw Brian went over. I hope some others did too.
Doing good, Callie Ford. How about you? It's good to see you.
okay, you can't fucking breathe like this.
Hey, Terry.
Terry M, good to see you.
If I fell asleep like that, that would be it for me. That's wild.
Kicker of Clouds.
Kicker of Clouds is here, man.
Good.
Now listen, I hope you can all sub up to Cloud Kicker. He's got a very nice live stream that he does often.
Cheers.
The content on his live stream, other than the little video that he has on loop, which is usually the dogs or something else, but the content in Cloud Kicker's live stream is not about what's on the screen, the visual stuff. It's about the chat, right? His content is the chat, not the. You know, he put some dogs in the snow on a loop. He had some other videos he's put on a loop. But that don't matter. Like I said, you go to Cloud Kickers for the chat. That's. I hope you don't mind me saying that, Cloud Kicker. And it's in no way is that a criticism. I mean, I think it's excellent that people can just go there and talk like that. You know. I really do. It's kind of what I'd like, anyway. I have ideas. I'm not going to do nothing different though. But I hope that I can provide on my porch stream, just a place where people can just go talk. And that's it. Like, They might be want to watch the thing. You see who crosses the street, who's coming up with laundry. Oh, what time did the school bus come? Is it late? Did the garbage men put the cans back where they belong? All kind of stuff.
Why are the neighbors' porch light on every night?
Why is the neighbors always leave their porch light on all night? So we're watching one day, and across the street, the gal can't get in. She's kicking the door. She's making phone calls. She's shaking the door. She's kicking it. She's making more phone calls. I really felt a little bad. But anyway.
Yeah, we noticed a lot of things.
But
People
basically, it's a place to chat. And the other thing about my stream, and I don't think about it often, but I did think about it today. And I'm talking about my porch stream, not my panel. Is that I want it to be generic, like home, like a home. That's why I don't go there, right? I don't talk in my live stream because I don't want to have any influence over what is being said or talked about, right? And it's not so much like uncomfortable, but I don't want, I'm not trying to. I don't want people to think that I'm there watching them because I'm really not. I do check in on it, of course. I do check in on it throughout the day, but I don't sit there and watch it, right? So yeah, Cloud Kicker's got 2 accounts. He's just come in on the other one. Right, this is the channel he wants. The Cloud Kicker, capital 2 words, capital C. That's the account that does the live streams that are so much fun. He has a lot of, it's well attended, and they just talk about just random stuff. I don't even know how to say it. Some people are just good chatters, and I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. Some people are terrible chatters. But some people are good chatters. He's got some good chatters over there. They're good at chatting.
And some people just scream.
Yes, girl. Some people just scream. When I say chat, I'm really talking about in the chat box, like typing and talking. That's really what I'm talking about. Now I noticed that Jack is in the all caps club along with Justine Kesner and a few others. Gotti sometimes jumps in that all caps club. Now, what I've learned though is that doesn't mean they're screaming at you. Just because they're putting it all in caps, that does not mean that they're screaming at you. But people like to think that. So,
what the fuck is that? A unicorn? What's it got 3 things? Are you with us, Beard?
Oh, Beard? Let's have a look at it. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's a unicorn, all right. That's good, simple, happy life. I don't mind a little shenanigans, but I'm not into anger.
Yelling.
Right? I'm not into anger. Right? I don't want people are angry. They can go somewhere else and be in chat. Ain't gonna do that here. You know what I mean? There's plenty of places for angry people to go.
Yeah, I've never seen one with 3 things on its head. Maybe that's a baby unicorn. 2 of them or something.
Okay, Jack Wolf.
Oh my.
Jack Wolf looks okay. Getting hungry. It's dinner time, Callie Ford. Yeah, anyone who wants to come up on the panel, thank you, Dutchman. I do forget to announce it constantly. But yeah, I will put the link in the chat if you want to come up. Just ask. If you don't want to come up, that's fine. And like 21, he asked, "Do you mind if I don't, whatever?" And it's like, yeah, no, it's fine. You don't have to show yourself on camera. I don't care. Mm-hmm.
It's Wednesday, right?
Work comes early, sister. It's still Wednesday for another 36 minutes. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Sister, I hope you have a great night. Thank you for coming.
Oh, see you, sister.
Listen, sister. If your ears burn, if your ears are burning, just put some ointment in there. That's all.
Fly safely.
Absolutely, Gurf. We like looking at you, Gurf.
Yeah, you gonna come up? Come on up.
They make ointment for that ears burning thing. Cold cream or something. I'm not sure. Okay. So Dutchman told us already it's going to be National Siblings Appreciation Day or something. I
Shit,
haven't
Dougie,
read
I'm
it.
sorry. I'm not feeling very good lately.
Beard, you got any siblings, Beard?
Yeah, my sister. Sorry about passing out.
Pass out all you want, man. Don't worry about it.
I'm doing the best.
I have 3 siblings, 2 brothers and a sister. And I appreciate every
sister.
one of them.
I hate my sister.
Yeah. I was afraid you were going to say that. Interesting thing to me that,
She's okay, though.
people can grow up siblings and not, I don't know, it's just different and not like them. I guess it's understandable though.
Night,
Of
Aaron.
course-
Thanks for coming.
Is Mary here? Oh, Aaron. Yeah. Aaron there. See you, Aaron. Thank you. Thank you for coming, Aaron. But it's like I have siblings that do things that, I'm like, oh my God. But however, that doesn't mean that they don't have my full 100% support and actual affection.
She's just never been too kind to me, I guess. Yeah.
There you go, Gurf. That's pretty witty. Beard man, if you want to go down, you can. You can stay right here. I'm not worried what you do. Right?
What?
Tanja's on her way. See you, Tanja. Thank you for coming.
Night, Tanja.
I'm not done.
Aaron left
Tanja.
too.
Yeah, this is the peanut butter and jelly corn.
That's a peanut butter and jelly unicorn.
Oh, yeah. What does it have? A horn and ears or 3 horns?
Yeah, these are little ears.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Who would have thought your peanut butter and jelly sandwich needed ears? Anyway.
Well, it's living. It has a face. It's like a living sandwich. I don't know how that works, but that would mean like
whatever,
its guts.
whatever you do, don't spread peanut butter and jelly on that thing. It'll need to be dry cleaned.
Oh yeah, her name is Patty, the peanut butter and jelly unicorn. It's on this tag here. I didn't make that up.
I know they got names written on the tags. I know a little bit about that.
I got this for $2 at Walmart. Oh yeah, that's insane about her.
Eric, thank you so much for coming. Like I said, it's good to see you again.
There were other ones, like there's the Gino, the Corgi cheesesteak.
And they have not only names, but they have all kind of information. How to properly care for them, right?
What is he called?
There's Gino, the Corgi cheesesteak.
Oh, do you have that one?
No, I did not see that one. Penny, the ice cream penguich. Tammy, the grilled cheese tappy. Peggy, the panini pig.
What?
Peggy, the panini pig sounds like a lot lizard name if I've ever heard one.
Oh. That's funny.
I know what Peggy does in her spare time.
Uh-huh.
It's okay though.
Maybe you should find her. That's your next bride.
Yeah, I'll see if she wants to have an arranged marriage.
What am I looking for?
Yeah, can you imagine marrying someone you don't even know?
How do you start a conversation with somebody like that? Like, hey, you want to get arranged married to me?
There might be a chance that some of them they do know. They just, didn't get to pick them. I told you in Tennessee, I worked for the Indians that had the T-shirt shops, and then there was the one they brought down from the other one, and I went out with him a few times, and then the grandpa Indian, the head guy at the Indian shops, told me that we were forbidden to see each other again. And I'm like, what? And he goes, yes, because they were bringing a wife for him from, I guess, India. I don't know.
From India, right? No doubt.
Yeah. And I'm like, what? And he said, yes. And you cannot be seen with him again. And I was like, what the hell? You're not in India. You're in America.
Wow.
Yeah, they own T-shirt shops in Tennessee and Sevier County, Pigeon Forge in Tennessee. And then they had someplace else in Tennessee.
And you dated the guy a few times, you said, for like a little while? Like
Yeah,
how long? A month? A week?
A few months.
A few months.
Yeah.
That sucks, man. That totally sucks.
Yeah,
and
but
then his grandfather came and said he's got a bride coming from India. You have to step aside.
Jeez.
I walked to work and had to walk by the shop he worked in, and he would always like nonchalantly wave at me. And so, because they told us we were forbidden to speak and see each other again, I still had to walk by the shop. So when he was in there, he would watch for me to come and like try to be someplace where he could be like, so they wouldn't see him. So I just was like, why they can't control you? You're in America. And he's like, don't talk to me. I will be in much trouble. Yeah, I told him off. I had worked for him. I was working for him at the time. That's why look. You want to hear funny?
Those cultural differences can really collide really hard.
It involves Hitesh.
You want to tell a story about Hitesh? As long as it's not derogatory about Hitesh, yeah.
So then I all these years later, here I am in chat, and I meet Hitesh. And I remember one of the first things that I said to him was, I suppose you're looking for an American wife so you can get a way to come to America. And he's like, oh, no, I've already been to America.
High Touch told me he lived in California for 7 years. That's what High Touch told me.
So then,
Wow.
wait, it gets better. So then through Doug, we get each other's email and we video call, and I tell him the story. And before I can even tell him what happened, he said, "Oh, you did not date this guy, did you?" And I said, "Oh, yeah." He said, "Oh, did they find out the people at the shop that owned the shop? He was a relative, right?" And I said, "Oh, did they find out?" And he goes, "You got in trouble, right?" he,
Oh.
he already knew what was going to happen and everything.
Well,
It was funny. We were laughing and everything.
I'm going to post that, Simple Life. Retired Beard, there's a question posed for you.
Oh shit! I'm making pizza. What's going on? Let me check.
Don't worry about it. I'll read it. You ready?
What's no? I'm here.
You got it.
Cleveland, where unicorns come from.
I'm from Kansas.
There you go.
Both Kansas and Oklahoma. Mostly
He's
Kansas.
from both Kansas and Oklahoma. Got it.
Yeah,
Where do unicorns come from?
that's evidently where the unicorn. I'm from North Korea, I guess. Son.
North Korea.
Didn't Kim Jong Un
Is that why
say
you
that he
wear
had
the
a
mask?
unicorn?
That's why you wear the mask, right?
Yeah. I don't want Kim to find me. I stole his unicorn, and he's on the hunt for me now.
Yeah,
I rode
exactly.
his unicorn off into the sunset.
That's what he told me. He was in California for 7 years doing tech work and learning about the tech thing and whatever. Yeah. It's much talked about. Simple Happy Life.
I should start
Happy,
that story
much
with him.
talked about.
I wonder if I should put rice on my pizza. Have you ever had rice on pizza?
I never had rice on pizza. I don't know why I would put rice on the pizza.
I'm about to find out. I have rice and I need to use it. So.
I do put barbecue chicken on pizza. And yes, I eat pizza with pineapple on it. I suppose that's kind of controversial too, right?
Have you ever had pizza with bananas on it before?
No, sir.
There's pizza. I've seen bananas as the topping for pizza before.
That is disgusting.
I want to have a banana. I saw they had bananas, jalapenos, and anchovies. I want to have all three.
That's disgusting.
If you order a banana, jalapeno, anchovy pizza, I imagine they're going to call you and tell you no.
A banana, jalapeno, anchovy.
I think they also had the creamed corn as well, so you could throw that in there too.
Cream corn on your pizza? No. But I mean, each to their own.
You got rice.
Some reason my computer's giving me problems, man. My other laptop.
Tastes like rice.
It's shut down twice now for no apparent reason. And then when I come back, when I get it back up again, all of my settings are fucked. Like my timestamps and shit, all got to get turned on again. All that.
I've thought about before because that pizza place has a lot of crazy toppings. I thought about throwing together a pizza and seeing if they're going to call me and refuse to make it.
So your goal is to order a pizza that they're going to tell you they can't make?
They're going to refuse to make it because it ruins their reputation as a pizza business.
Oh, it will ruin their reputation.
Yeah.
I could not really think of something less appetizing than bananas on pizza. Anyway.
What about
I
like
guess so.
mango?
She's there. Simple, happy life. She's there. Rice and pizza. There you go, Gurf.
Oh
Gurf's all
yeah.
over the puns tonight. Weed pizza. I suppose you could use the clarified butter, right? Anything you cook with that the weed infused clarified butter is gonna get you high, no matter what it is, right? People put it in like tomato sauce, other shit like that.
Just got to put the weed buds right on your pizza and just eat the buds.
I don't think that's the best way to consume that shit, though, right?
That's the best way to consume it if you want to eat it. You don't want to get high, you just want to eat it.
Oh, no, I think if you want to get high, you got to do that butter shit, right?
Yeah. I had a friend teach me how to do that. And they did not teach me about dosing first, and I passed out so hard.
Yes, Dutchman. It was so hot, I could tell the fan wasn't working, but it's cool. I think the fan is intermittently working because now it's cooled down a bit. But because I keep it right here on my lap, where is it? There it is. I keep it right here on my lap. I'm sensitive to the heat. When it was giving me trouble, it was hot as hell. Yeah. Why? You got some advice about that?
Just spit on it.
Yeah, that's it. The infusing. Exactly right there, William Bevilacqua. Maybe it's a name I read. Actually, I've read a lot of true crime, like a lot. And I've also I read a lot of books about the mafia, like a shitload, like 24 or more. Most of them, written, it's true crime. So what happens is people cash in and write books later. Both cops and ex mafia, stuff like that. They all write books. And Bevilacqua may be a name I'm familiar with from one of the mafia books. You did say Google search the name, and I might yet do that. I don't know. No, Iceman's name was was a Polish name. Iceman was not in the mafia. That guy worked for them. He was a paid assassin, and his name was Klokinski, right? Or something like that. Klokinski was the Iceman.
I always wonder if he actually,
Yeah, well, yeah, it gets hot. Yeah, something's not right. I need to take it in and get it fixed. I could drop it off at the Best Buy. I have a plan there where they're supposed to fix that shit for me. It's true, Gurf. Listen, my ex-wife's mother's uncle, or I think it might have been, I think it was her uncle. He came over, right? Slept with a gun next to his bed every night because he was afraid they would come looking for him. They were Sicilian.
The Sicilian mafia is the one.
And it was either her uncle or her grandfather's brother, her great uncle. I don't really remember. But the story goes that they told him, he had to do this job. And he wasn't going to do the job. So he had to flee. And he came to the States and slept with a loaded gun. Because he was worried.
Oh, I thought for a second you said he got married to the gun. You were saying that.
No. I was afraid of Gurf's comment about he's never met an Italian who's not in some way, What's up, Stall? You're the best, man. Thanks for coming.
Rice on a pizza is pretty neutral.
Perhaps
by the
Simple
way.
Life. Perhaps.
If you needed the calories, it would be good.
My wife's grandfather was Italian, and so are her father's brother was born in Italy, but her father wasn't. They are like 9 years apart in age, and so they came to the States sometime before her dad was born. But all of her uncles and grandparents and their siblings are all Italian. Calabria, I think.
If
Not
you're sleeping with a gun and it goes off, it's no longer your problem.
Yeah, man, that will keep you awake, won't it? If you're sleeping with a gun and it goes off.
Yeah. It won't be your problem anymore.
Simple Life. Number 3. I've been with Stephanie about since 2015, so I guess going on 10 years. We haven't been married that whole time, but
Hey, it's Dolls.
yes, Doll came in. Listen, if you're not subbed up to Stall's Blues, please go to his channel and sub up. Check out his content. He's got some cool content music you can just put on and listen to. You can just put it on and listen to it. Which character? Which character was? I don't remember the characters particularly much. Simple Life, but you may be right about the name thing.
Oh, well, there's a storm blowing in.
Where you are?
Yeah.
You live in tornado country, Beard.
It's not tornado country anymore. It used to be.
But now all the tornadoes seem to be further east, don't they?
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
shifted into the
Like,
mid.
we had tornadoes pretty bad in like the turn of the century, but
Whatever.
What was that, Galpal?
They're shifting.
They're shifting, yeah.
Like the mid, like in the mid towards the east, mid east or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
They used to be like the Midwest. Now they're this way. Tennessee,
Kentucky. So
yeah,
tell me, Beard, you're from Kansas. Have you ever had a tornado, a close call with a tornado?
yeah, right, Gurf. Yeah, down like that.
I think a couple times, but not
here. Now they're like coming over here.
like I saw it or anything. Maybe it was like in the next county or something.
In the next county, yeah, okay.
There's been
Tornado?
one here that was about like it was about 45 miles away. That was pretty scary, but
Tornadoes are weird because they can destroy one house completely, but the house 150 feet away will be standing perfectly intact. You know what I mean?
it's so weird.
Well, whatever it makes its path through. So whatever in its path, it'll hit, maybe bounce.
Ooh, Dougie, your audience gets the storm live.
The Carolinas have taken a beating this year. They had hurricanes, they had floods, they had fires. Texas had snow, flooding,
Texas got pummeled one day with snow. Yeah,
tornadoes, ice storm.
I watched that video they posted from Texas one day, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, and the hail was because when it's in that kind of climate, the hail sticks together. It was literally as big as golf balls and bigger, and it was coming down, and people's cars got fucking demolished.
Yeah,
and I forgot what town that was.
Texas had all kinds of crazy shit this year.
I forgot what town that was in.
Last year, we'll say.
Yeah.
Kentucky got hammered with a lot of shit.
I've been in some scary thunderstorms. I just thought of where you think you're gonna die because the house is ripping apart.
Oh yeah, we used to have thunder up home that would make the house shake. You know,
Yeah.
bang, it would crack off, and and this is gonna sound strange. I remember they got on Mary Burney one day. She was talking about not washing her dishes or doing stuff in the water because of the thunder and lightning, and they were making fun of her. And I'm like, that's really not funny, because when I was little, we had an old farmhouse. We had a bear claw bathtub and the old pipes in the house and stuff. And when it's thundering and lightning, our parents were like, you can't be outside doing that. You can't be in the swimming pool, and you couldn't be in the sink. It was cast iron or the bathtub. They're all like
cast iron, yeah.
Yeah, they were all like lightning rods, being out where you could take a chance to get hit. I still have a big old cast iron bear claw tub in my house, and I'm petrified of it, and told my kids the same thing. Don't. It's good. It's gonna storm. You can't be in the bathtub. And I have a big old. It's more modern, but it's still a cast iron designed sink in my kitchen when we redid it and put in all new countertop and everything. It's a more modern one. It's got a bigger sided sink with a smaller one on it, but it's the same. It's not stainless steel. I don't even think it's probably stainless steel. And the pipes we still have. My house was built from 1939 to 1940. I'm still freaky about lightning storms and being hit by lightning. I don't think it's wise to be in a bathtub or have your hands in a sink when
You should not mess around with lightning. I don't know why people act like it's no big deal. Like,
no, my mother,
I
when
kill
it got
you dead several times over.
Hello, Jerry. Yeah, when it was thunder and lightning out, my mother would not want us on or around the telephone.
Oh yeah, that was
and
another.
She told a story about how when she was young and she lived in Brazil. And when she was young, she's really talking about the 1950s. And she said that the phone in their house in Brazil and the lightning storm, and then the receiver flew off the hook, and a ball of fire or lightning came out and rolled on the floor in the house.
Wow.
That's the story. Jerry, Todd was live like 3 or 4 days ago. Todd's going live, it seems to me, a couple times a week. He's in Ecuador, but Jerry, you know all of this, right?
I'm trying to hurry with my computer right now.
Yeah, you were there the last time when he ate the bugs, right? That's the last time he was
ate
live.
the bugs. That was like 4 days ago, right?
Sunday.
That was Sunday, and today's Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah, and we were all.
You don't want to know what they eat in Ecuador? I didn't want to know, but I'm afraid I do now.
Uh-huh.
Don't they eat guinea pig there?
I don't know, but we saw the buds.
Or is that Peru? I'm sorry, Peru.
They were skewered, and he like slid them off, and I was like, oh.
Did not look appetizing to me.
I must say that was his best live stream since he's gotten there.
Probably since he's gotten there.
Doug saw that, and he's like, "That's what I want to eat forever."
Yeah, bugs. What were those? Some kind of worm bugs or something? Gerf, they say some of them have great value to them. What for? I don't know, health, vitamins.
I guarantee you they're full of protein.
Maggots have a nice woody taste to them.
Yeah, I remember that. They say cum has protein too, but I ain't eating it.
You know why they say cum has protein? It's a trick.
It's a trick.
There's actually no protein.
Well, it is eggs. I mean,
if anyone wants to come up on the panel, please ask for the link, and I'll post it in the chat.
Can we get a semen expert? No.
Slime bug stream.
Hopefully we'll get someone else up here. They'll have something new to say.
Sorry.
Listen, Gurf, if you're starving to death, you'll do what you have to do. There's no doubt. Right? There's no doubt about that. If you're starving to death.
Starving to death. I know. I'm just gonna wander off into the woods. I'll find 21 SC with his gun. Just shoot me.
Yeah, that's what my mother said about the phone. Like, yeah.
Gert said he sleeps with a gun. I'll just try to break in his house. He'll just shoot me. He'll never know. He'll just reach under the bed. And ain't no bug eating or nothing else if I'm starving to death. It was even worse because he asked him and they brought him still alive in that bowl and he was showing them to us and stuff. I remember, are they gonna cook those? Are they gonna grill those? We all started going crazy. I was like,
Yeah, they came out on a stick like a shish kebab. They looked like, tell you what they look like. You mentioned maggots. They look like maggots, except they were as big as your thumb. Those things.
Those are larval, like the wood
Those
bug.
things are that big. Now they're in Ecuador, and they are larval. Yes, they are larval.
Ooh, talk about juicy.
I don't know what their larva is going to become.
Juicy and squishy.
can you describe? Are they crunchy? I'm like, I hope they're crunchy at least.
I've ate larva before. It's just squishy
why would
and
you eat
mushy.
larva? Anyway, it don't matter.
Imagine if you watered down like a bowl of oatmeal and then like let it get to the mucusy stage. Yeah, that's it.
Well, I was at sea for about 10 months on a boat, 50-foot catamaran. We traveled from Cape Town, South Africa to Falmouth, England. Took about 10 months. We made about 17 ports of call, including St. Helena, Fernando de Noronha, Barbados, and then Bequia, and then St. Vincent and St. Martin's and U.S. Virgin Islands, and went to the Azores. And now we're on a boat. It's a 50-foot catamaran, right? And we have Weetabix, right? Boxes of them. Because why? Because you can crunch them up and eat them. We had, you know what I mean? I think we had powder to mix with water to make milk on the boat. We're on a boat, right? There was no refrigeration on this boat. We couldn't have any food that needed to be refrigerated.
Damn, okay. That's rough.
No worries. Problem is that the weevils got in the Weetabix, and of course we could not eradicate, and we couldn't throw the Weetabix out. We needed the food, right? So what you would do is you would, crunch the Weetabix up. It's a biscuit about, 4 inches long, 2 inches wide, 3/4 of an inch thick, whatever it is. You crunch it all up, and you try and pick the weevils out that you can see. You pour the milk in. The weevils will drown and float up in the milk. You skim them off with your spoon and throw them out. Now, undoubtedly, and of course, you miss some. You never get them all. So you'd be eating your Weetabix, and you'd be like, "Oh shit!" And you can taste the fucking weevil in your mouth. You've already chewed it up. Now a weevil is just a little tiny thing, not a half an inch long, and very skinny, right?
Did it taste kind of nutty or like?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I don't know. It tasted like, to me, I would have to say like earth, but that's my opinion. I guess everyone has their own opinion, but you know what?
Earthy too.
The worst part about it is that I got used to it, and after some months passed, it didn't bother me anymore.
Damn.
You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, whatever.
Oh shit! Cat guy's drunk again. Uh-oh. Let me go see what this is.
Oh, why didn't that post? I've had mountain oysters, deep fried, battered and deep fried. I did not eat them just straight roasted or boiled.
Didn't eat them raw.
Deep fried was the way. Never
Just
had
cut them off
rattlesnake.
and eat them.
I've never had rattlesnake, but I do eat squid. I get squid in my sushi. I eat squid.
Ugh.
Never had rattlesnake. Maybe I should.
Oh my god, this guy knocked out a teenage kid on live stream. Holy crap.
What are you watching?
I don't know, one of my friends told me this guy that we watch, he evidently knocked out some teenage kid on live.
Why would? Okay, I don't even want to hear about it. Enough.
I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know about it either. I'm like, what the hell? Why would you do that on live? That's stupid. You're gonna go to jail.
So it's midnight. I'd better have a look and see
Mountain
What are
oyster
the-
maggots.
National Day calendar.
Ugh.
For April 10th.
Oh, I think I have a great niece's birthday or something coming up.
Farm animals.
Farm animals.
Cinnamon Crescent and Sibling. National Siblings Day.
Oh.
National Cinnamon Crescent Day. Which just looks like a croissant to me. It's National Farm Animals Day also.
Sibling
I think
day.
farm animals sounds good. I don't know if I have room to put all three on the
Jeez.
title. I'm limited to 100 spaces.
There's a reason
What's
I
up?
didn't watch that. They wanted me to watch that guy and everything. I didn't want to watch it. You do that.
Yeah, no, I don't want to watch that. Hello, Nicole. How
I said
are
I
you?
put my foot down because I knew, like, I just know.
Dutchman, we'll see you. Thank you for
Oh,
coming.
Friend, have a good
Thanks for-
night.
Coming, Dutchman. A vacateur. Alligator is really good. I was surprised by how much I liked it.
I've had alligator a few times. I don't have an issue with. Once again, I've only ever had it deep fried. They make the nuggets, the alligator nuggets.
Mhm.
I have not actually had like alligator steak or roast or whatever.
Grilled alligator.
I never had grilled alligator.
Grilled alligator sounds good.
When you're in a restaurant and you order alligator, you get the nuggets and they're battered and fried.
There's got to be a place I can get grilled alligator.
Oh yeah,
I'm
but
gonna go
that's not
find
the place we were eating. We were eating at, that's not the place where we were.
Oh, surely in Louisiana.
Yeah. Everywhere I've had, it's been fried too, and I'm like, it's got to be. It's just like rattlesnake. I've only had fried rattlesnake.
No, Gurf said he's had rattlesnake. I've never eaten rattlesnake.
Since the snake is
I've
pretty
never
damn
eaten
good.
any snake. I have eaten iguana. In
Ooh.
Brazil, they make the tails, the iguana tails.
I've heard lizard is terrible. I've never tried it though.
Nicole, it's good to see you. Thank you.
How was it, Dougie?
The iguana, man, it tastes like chicken.
Oh,
Are you serious?
Yeah, more or less. It didn't
I've
taste
heard
like
that it
beef.
wasn't good.
It didn't taste like beef or pork. You know what I mean? It tastes
It
more
tasted like iguana.
Yeah, it's hard to explain.
It probably did taste like iguana then. I want some fried rattlesnake and fried catfish nuggets now.
Catfish is good.
Yeah, catfish is okay.
Love me some catfish. They're very common in our rivers here. So, same with crawdads. I don't like crawdads very much.
I've had catfish sandwich a couple times.
So good. I'm thinking of chicken fried catfish now.
Chicken fried catfish. Iguana.
I wish I was doing anything but that. Like,
Is Doug frozen?
Me? Am I?
Oh,
No.
you were still, I guess.
No. I'm just looking.
Ow, ow. All right.
Slow moving muddy rivers. I could post a
the
song, I
hell?
suppose.
muddy rivers.
So, Nicole, are you in Seattle? Is that where you are? Just curious, 'cause I don't really understand what all you're saying.
My phone is at 4%. Oh my. Slow moving muddy waters sounds like a cheese commercial.
A cheese commercial. Oh, excuse me.
Beard, you plan to do anything out of the ordinary this weekend?
I don't think so.
Yeah, me either.
If it's still nice, I'm gonna go hike or something for sure.
You gonna take a walk?
Yeah, I need to get back into the hiking. There's some cool places, and it'll be good for my body.
Walking, they say, is the best thing to do.
I'd
exercise.
rather walk to go like eat and then walk back home. I'd much rather like that experience. There's just not many parks nearby. So it takes about 30 minutes to get to the nearest one.
30-minute drive to get to the park to take a walk?
30-minute walk to get there.
30-minute walk to get to the park. Now, in 30
Just to like
minutes,
have a
that's
picnic
probably
or
about a
something.
mile. It's probably about a mile and a half, right?
Yeah.
Guy walks about 20 minutes to walk a mile, more or less. Gal pal, where'd you go?
About that. The last time my pedometer, it said I walked about, at the peak of my walking, it was about 6 miles an hour. Pretty crazy.
So 6 miles an hour. I got to figure out what that is, but yeah, it's about 6 miles an hour. To take an hour and divide it by 6, that's pretty quick because that's like 10-minute miles you're walking.
I found that crazy. I was like, what? That can't be true.
If you're walking a mile in 10 minutes, you're walking very, very quickly. I think at a casual pace, you walk about a mile in 20 minutes.
I thought it was over exaggerated. I'm like, it has to be more like 4 or something because I walk fast, but can't walk a mile in 10 minutes. I don't know. Used to walking in the desert, you have to keep moving and moving and moving and moving. Because you slow down, sun's just gonna beat down on you. There's no resting if you slow down. You're just gonna get more exposed to the elements, so you just have to move and move and move. Hope you find somewhere for cover. The natives, they dig into the ground for that, so. But at most national parks, if you dig into the ground, they're gonna get pissed off at you.
You're not supposed to remove anything from a national park.
Yep.
Not supposed to remove anything. Happy Thursday, Relentless.
A park ranger let me take a sample of pyrite one time, though.
Yeah, but it's a federal crime.
Yeah, it's like all the pirates. There was like this sample that had fallen off, and I was like, "Oh, that's pretty," and they're like, "Oh, I don't see a sample there." And then they turned, and I'm like, "Oh." Like, okay.
Yeah, you're not supposed to remove anything from a national park or a national forest. Now, we would get permits to go and cut firewood in the national forest because you take the deadfall, you're not chopping anything down. We would go in and chop up and get, I had a 2-ton flatbed Ford, like a 69, big flatbed. It holds 2 cords of wood. And so we'd get a permit. I think the permit was $30 or something, and we'd drive up into the national forest and get the saws out and fill the truck up.
Damn. Good way to get wood. And they want to clean up the deadfall, so.
Mm-hmm. Relentless, I hope you're doing good.
Yeah, I'd never remove anything like artifacts, any of that.
No, because of course there are, and there's like arrowhead. I know people who like go arrowhead hunting. When I lived out,
I think that's horrible.
No, but they don't look in the national forest. They look in like the BLM land where you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll post that, Relentless. Up in Yellowstone, they have the Obsidian Cliffs, right? Obsidian is like glass. It's a function of the lava, right?
Yeah.
You know what obsidian is? If you got a skinny enough piece, it's like translucent almost. You could like see through it, right? If you cut a skinny piece. And these cliffs were just beautiful. big face of cliffs, obsidian. And apparently, historically, indigenous peoples had used it to make tools for like centuries.
The obsidian tools,
Now,
it might be once or twice used, but it's sharper than any knife could ever be. So
they can do geological study on the obsidian. They found that the obsidian from the Yellowstone cliffs, as far east as Maine, and certainly plenty of it up in Canada, they could tell that it came from this obsidian cliff in Yellowstone. I don't know how the obsidian and put them in their pockets and take them with them. So at the obsidian cliffs, there's a park ranger who literally just strolls back and forth, and he's watching the people to make sure they're not stealing the obsidian.
That's good.
I guess so.
You don't want people. Obsidian is like razor. Like you've never experienced. If you've never handled it, you've never experienced anything as sharp as
I've
that.
had obsidian in my hand. I know they can make it sharp as hell. Absolutely sharp, like a scalpel. Yeah,
Sharper than a scalpel, even. Crazy.
I suppose.
The precision cuts from obsidian are insane. But it shatters apart and everything, so. Hold on.
Take your time, Beard. I'm checking my emails. Uh-oh, Tinkerbell went live 25 minutes ago. Tinkerbell came up and played guitar on my last panel. Let me give her a thumbs up. I'll bring the link over and put it in the chat.
People and their drama. Sorry about that. I'm back.
You're all good, man.
I don't know why people like their drama and then they like to discuss it. I'm like, I hardly know these people. Like,
yeah, don't worry about those people though. We're not gonna worry about that. But let me put Tinkerbell's link in the chat.
yeah, I'm just complaining about drama in general.
Yep. Well, chat is what you make it.
Yeah. Just as streamers, just a little. Some people go a little nuts with it.
It is what you make it, and people can do what they want. That's the beautiful thing about being free, is that you're free to make an ass out of yourself. You know what I mean? That's
and you don't have to be involved in it.
Let me just say this, dude. If you're not free to fuck up, if you're not free to fail, then you have no freedom at all. Then you're not free at all.
I agree.
Right? If you're not free to fuck shit up, if you're not free to fail and do shit wrong, then you're not free.
No freedom.
That's what free will is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have no free will. Yes, exactly. You have no free will then. You're just basically.
What's up, Larry? Furby. I remember Furby. Why? What about Furby? Furby.
You think they have AI Furbies nowadays?
Furby was a toy that it would repeat what you said, right? You could say like, yeah, and then Furby would repeat it, I believe.
Yeah. An AI learning model Furby. That sounds terrifying. The Furby like remembers and learns like all your deepest secrets. Like Yeah, I'd be booting that thing.
%75% of people would be in jail, Garf. That sounds right.
If more people are in jail than not, who's actually free?
Well, I mean, Garf just pointed out, he said, it,
Yeah.
you know, if stupid was against the law, everybody would be in jail. There would be nobody.
Yeah.
Was Furby the first AI toy? I don't know. I have
I don't
no
think it
idea.
was AI. It used like I don't
But if I remember correctly, you could set Furby to talk at certain times, right? Or no,
yeah,
maybe like it was motion activated. Like when you came in the house and it was over there on the floor and it sensed the motion, that would make it it would say something like get the fuck out or something like this. I don't know.
Furby?
Do we have any Furby experts in here?
Wasn't Teddy Ruxpin the first interactive toy?
I do not know, but
There are a ton.
look it up.
There were a ton of toys from the 1800s, so those would be some of the first ones.
No, we're talking about AI interacting toys. I'll be right back.
Yeah, these are toys from the 1800s that ran off computers. Now, they're not computers like we would think of computers. They're punch cards with like holes punched in them, and then you put it inside this thing and it reads the punch card. But that's very much a computer. And there were things like that. I remember one thing my grandpa said is because he worked in the naval dockyards in like 43 or so. He was always fascinated because they had a computer there at like the office place, and it took up the entire basement. And he was always fascinated by how small computers had got.
Oh yeah, they used to be huge.
Yeah, he said it took up the entire basement of the building.
Look at just the difference from a laptop to your cell phone. Your cell phone's a computer.
Yeah, and they're just gonna get. People say that they're gonna get smaller and smaller, but like the human eye can't look at tiny screens like that. So I think we've reached the screen limit in size, but
Well, yeah, it's hard to even see your like on your phone. Like
Larry L.
Like who's on a panel? You know what I mean?
I've seen a
Larry,
2-inch LCD screen
Why don't you
before.
come up and join us, Larry? You can stay behind your avatar. You don't have to show yourself.
Think about how small a 2-inch.
Good evening, Larry.
That's
it would be a real treat.
Some of the sites are cool to put on your big screen TV. They look awesome. You know, like if you're watching a beach or something.
Oh yeah.
Because then it looks totally different than when you see it. Even on the screen on your laptop.
My computer, my screen is 4K on my computer, and my phone claims to be in 4K as well, and it's not. It is not at all.
So my first
she doesn't bite, Larry.
My first actual computer device before I had a laptop or anything was a Raspberry Pi.
Oh.
You have it there. Let me put that up there.
Oh, those things are so cool.
So, you know, you just plugged each of my mouse things still in it here. Wait. this in.
There you go.
And you plugged each of your plugs and plugged it. I plugged it into the TV for my monitor, and then I plugged my keyboard into it.
That's so awesome. Those things
And
are
Now,
neat.
turned it into my computer.
a Raspberry Pi is the thing that has been obsolete for years, right?
They're never obsolete, really.
No? Okay.
Just because of how customizable they are. And you just see there, you can just like, I guess you'd use the term obsolete, but like everybody, all the big computer channels I know, they still use them and stuff, so.
You don't got to
Maybe
be scared.
obsolete in the consumer market, I guess you'd say.
But come up and talk with us, Larry. I think it'd be great. It really would be a treat.
Look at it.
I won't ask anymore, so I don't want to harass. You want to look at it? Here.
No, I'm just saying it's cool
So
when you.
all of those little words, you got to read them, right? They tell you. They tell you what's where stuff.
That's the inside of like your computer.
Yeah.
Mm.
A little circuit
People
board.
put them in these really cool housings and stuff, usually.
Then you just plug in what you need. That's for my mouse. Put each whatever they're called in there.
I get too terrified to use a computer like that. I know it'll work. I know it's fine to work like that. I've had computers light on fire on me before. I think it comes from that.
That's fucked up.
Remember, Doug, when I said when Autumn was like, now, Mom, that you're going to be home and you won't have anything to do, maybe you can get on YouTube. And I'm like, I think the internet's the devil's work. I'm not getting on the internet. And then she said, oh, you don't even have a smartphone or anything. And then I said, well, I do have my little Raspberry Pi your brother gave me. I guess I can do that. And I
Hello,
took it.
Tasha.
I was in
Hey, Tasha.
I had hooked it up in on their computer desk and everything when I was here by myself and like messed around and looked around. You had to have an account. The kids never knew that I had like done all that myself. So then she said, you're going to have an account. So she went on her laptop, and then she went in and she goes, what? How did you get an account? And I'm like, played stupid. And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, but she must have. I mean, obviously, right?
Right.
Yeah, Tasha. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you.
She's like, Mom. She's like, how'd you even do that? I was like, I don't know. I was in there playing one day, and I was like, maybe I should actually do something with this.
Girl, you are a man. I'm talking to Shadowfly.
I put this back in the box. I always say this is my like drastic emergency. I haven't even had smart. I was like Doug. I always just kept a little flip phone, and I don't have. When I leave the house, I don't pay for anything but my phone to be a phone. I don't have any Wi-Fi outside of my house.
Yeah. You had lots of rain. I think it's probably a good thing to get a lot of rain, although you don't want to get it all at once. If you want the link, Tasha, you can ask for it. I'll put it in the chat.
Hello, Tasha. Yeah, I don't care to have Wi-Fi out. A phone's a necessity. Once I'm outside of the house, I don't want nothing to do with chat, YouTube, nothing else.
Yeah, I don't take mine outside of the house either.
I hate going out in public and trying to be in a restaurant. People are trying, everybody's on their phone.
Be in a restaurant where there's a couple there, they're sitting opposite each other at the table, both on their phones, not even talking to each other.
That's the way it is going to eat with my dad.
And this happens all the time.
I hate it. He's just sitting there on his phone.
What is that?
Okay, I've got a new boundary with my friends. I'm gonna have to put my foot down. I'm gonna have to be that friend.
Okay, thank you. That'd be great, Tasha.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Her river's all flooded.
Hey, Tasha. Sorry, I'm just over here ranting. Somebody's messaging me. I'm just like,
Somebody's messaging you?
yeah, and I'm like, I have to put a boundary down with my friends. It says no talking to Beard if you're drunk. You can be intoxicated, but once you get drunk, don't talk to me.
Drunk texting sucks.
I never enjoy talking to anybody when they're drunk. Never. I can't think of anybody.
People say the damnedest things in text messages when they're drunk.
Yeah. I can handle intoxicated, but not drunk.
Okay, so let's see where we're at. Tasha, Larry, Gurf, Nicole,
Come join the panel.
Stall, Relentless, everybody else who I didn't name, Dutchman, Simple Life, Scott, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Madness, thank you for hanging out so much. Jerry Lahane. Okay. We'll call that a wrap. Thank you all for coming.
Yeah, thanks you all for coming.
Okay.
Seems like
Have a
a
great
good-
night.